be on. There we go. Hi, everybody. How are you all doing? Hopefully, you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. We're going to refresh our scoreboard. The name, of course, is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Got a big game tonight. Sixers taking on the Miami Heat, and this is going to be a very, very big matchup between both these teams. Should be a very good one as well. Let's adjust our scoreboard. There we go. And, yeah, so we're about ready to get started. We actually have a... They said the tip-off should be in about like 5 or so minutes, but there's a lot to talk about with the 76ers in regards to just getting Joel Embiid back. I mean, it's just absolutely unbelievable what he was able to do in his return against the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Sixers were able to beat the Thunder 109-105, and he looked so sharp out there. I thought that there were definitely going to be moments where fatigue's going to settle in. He has to get his conditioning back. You would just figure that that would have to just be the case. And it kind of was, especially in the very beginning, but he impacted the game, especially during the very, very end, and ended up having 24 points, 7 assists, and 6 rebounds in 29 minutes. Now, he didn't make a three. He was 0 for 3 from 3, but he was 6 for 14 from the field and went to the line 12 times. The turnovers were a little bit expected, 6 turnovers for him, but I thought that for what it was, he was just really scratching the surface with his potential and how much he can help out this team and carry them over the hump. So I thought that that was a really good sign. I thought that he really, really played well, and I was really impressed by what I saw on the offensive side specifically. Now, the pick and rolls looked a little bit choppy at times with Kyle Lowry at the point, but then it started to get into more of a rhythm. I think that we have to give Daryl Morey a lot of credit at the trade deadline. A lot of fans and a lot of people that were even in the media gave him a tough time. But with Joel out there, Buddy is going to get wide open looks. Kyle Lowry is going to just continue to flourish the offense. Campaign, already a very good acquisition, and he's been playing really, really well even without Embiid out there. So I kind of have to give Morey some flowers because these pieces, if they can all just work together, they can get the job done. And this team, as of before the trade deadline, with Embiid out there, I know it's just one game, but they look like they are legit and that they can be contenders and beat any team in the Eastern Conference. I do want to get your thoughts. I want to hear what you guys have to say. But before I do that, the other thing to look out for tonight is Tyrese Maxey's back in the lineup. He did not play in the game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. He was out with a left hip soreness, and now he's back out there. So no Tobias Harris tonight. That is something to note. But how do you I think that Maxey and Embiid, that pairing is going to be another match made in heaven, and we're going to see a lot of pick and rolls between the both of them, high screens, low screens, and just so much more creativity that Nick Nurse is able to provide just from a coaching and an X's and O's standpoint, and I'm really looking forward to that as well. It's not going to be easy, though. They have to do it against this Miami Heat team, and the Heat right now, they're 42-33. They're right now, if the playoffs were to end today, if the playoffs were to start today, they would be the 6th seed, and Indiana would be the 7th seed. And this is a really big game, obviously, because the Sixers are going to have to most likely play against them in the play-in tournament. And if they win this game, then they tie the regular season head-to-head record. So then if they're tied at the end of the season, if the Sixers have the better conference play record, then that's the tiebreaker. So the Sixers could win that, and there's a lot at stake here tonight. That's basically what I'm trying to say. The Heat have been playing really well. They were able to beat the Knicks in their last outing. They won 109-99. Obviously, you got to keep your eye out on Jimmy Butler, but another guy that's been doing really well for them is Terry Rozier. And he had 8 threes in his last game. He put up 34 points in that outing against the New York Knicks, and he looked really, really sharp. There was a stat that was on NBC Sports Philadelphia that I wanted to pull up. It had to do with his three-point shooting percentage and how great he has been ever since he's come back. But the bottom line is that he's been a very, very big factor in the offense for the Miami Heat, and you really need to make sure that you look out for him in regards to his shooting and in regards to just his off-the-ball movement. He's averaging 27.5 points per game over his last 3 games. He shot 6 for 10 against Portland in that first one, and then he had a 5 for 11 3-point shooting night against the Washington Wizards, and then, of course, as we mentioned last night, the last time he played against the Knicks, which was the last game, he had 8 threes and was 8 for 11 from downtown. So let's get your thoughts, man. Let's get your thoughts, and let's see. Let's get your final score predictions. The volume's low. All right, yeah, JJ, have you turned all the way up? Kind of low today. That's so weird. Okay, give me 1 sec. Burst your ears. Get ready. Okay, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this better? I can't understand why the volume is lower on this. It makes no sense to me. Is that better? I gave you a fair warning. So, and I'm looking at this now. I'm not even in the yellow. Brace yourselves one more time. How about now? Okay. I'm a little bit more in the yellow, so I guess that's better. But yeah. I want a 102-100 Sixers W. Man, I had a nice little opening monologue too. I felt like it was good, and of course my volume's a little bit down. Jeez, that stinks. But okay, well, in regards to just this game tonight, you really need to watch out for Terry Rozier, as I mentioned before. Also, Haywood Highsmith had 14 points off the bench and 8 rebounds to go along with that in the game that they beat the Knicks in. 109-99 was the score of that one. Highsmith, former 76er, has been doing a pretty good job for them coming off the bench this year. There is no Tyler Hero for the Miami Heat tonight, so he is not playing in the lineup. He's out. Mo Bamba, Robert Covington, and Tobias Harris also out for the Philadelphia 76ers. We didn't know if Embiid and Maxey were going to be able to play tonight. I kind of figured that Embiid was going to be out there, but with Maxey, I didn't necessarily have a full-gone conclusion as to whether or not he was going to be out there or not. Way better. I definitely hear you now. Not Los Loud. Okay. All right, cool. The other thing to note about tonight is that the Delaware Bluecoats, for those of you that do care, they're playing in the NBA G League playoffs. So it's sort of like an AAU tournament, and I got to call some of those games when I was with the Bluecoats, and those were a lot of fun. They're down 52-49 against the Maine Celtics. Of course, that's the Boston Celtics G League team. Ricky Council IV is playing in that game, and so is Jeff Doughton Jr. And by the way, Jeff Doughton Jr. just got signed by the Sixers for the rest of the season. So it was reported by Tim Bontemps that, quote, the Sixers have signed Jeff Doughton Jr. for the rest of the season, and he's now 26. He's played for Nick Nurse the last year with the Raptors and has been on the 2-way deal with Philadelphia. And that was just reported at 7:03 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, starting lineups for tonight. We'll get into that right now. We'll pull that up really, really quickly. The Sixers will have Tyrese Maxey, Kyle Lowry, Kelly Oubre Jr., Nico Batum, and Joel Embiid for the Sixers. And for the Miami Heat, their guards will be Rozier and Robinson. And then in the backcourt, it's Butler, Jovic, and Adebayo. So, again, no Tyler Hero tonight. He's out with a foot injury. And the Sixers are looking to get a win tonight in Miami. They're actually 2-8 over their last 10 games at the Kaseya Center. So they really need to buckle down and take care of business, take care of the basketball, and not play with fire. Let's go, Sixers. So happy to have Joel back. I'm with you on that. I'm totally with you. I really wonder why I wonder if that cord is loose. I'll have to play around with that at the end. I just have to remind myself to do it. Keith Pompey said, quote, we're still trying. Sixers not ready to rule D'Anthony Melton and Covington out for the season just yet. Okay. So, again, the starting lineups for the Sixers, it's Maxey, Lowry, Oubre, Batum, and Joel Embiid. And the Heat have Rozier, Robinson, Butler, Jovic, and Adebayo. The Sixers, they need to do a good job rebounding tonight. Bam Adebayo is one of those guys that's a really, really good rebounder. And the Sixers, the last time that they played, even though they did beat the Heat, Adebayo was still able to get some rebounds. 98-91 was the score. Adebayo actually had 20 points in that game. Maxey had 30. And on the glass, Adebayo was able to get 13 rebounds. And Jaquez Jr. as well was able to crash the glass a lot. Commercials are super loud. Yeah, I can't control that. That's so weird. I'll put this like up to here if that makes it better. I don't know why the audio is a little low. That pisses me off. Sorry about that. We can play around with it during the break. I could do that. We need to foul out Bam. That would be even better, says Grace. So Embiid and Adebayo going over towards the center circle to tip things off, and the Heat end up winning the tip-off. The Miami Heat in their black and red uniforms with the white letters and the red numbers on both the front and the back. Here's that's Robinson, that is, going out towards Jimmy Butler. Butler finds Adebayo over at the foul line extended. Butler gets it back over from the right side, puts up a right elbow jumper, and that one goes in and out. Philadelphia, they're in the white and blue as Oubre got the rebound, and they have the blue stripes and the white stars going down each side. Here's Embiid, who gets a little dribble handoff to Maxey. Maxey goes into the lane and takes it to the cup. So the Sixers start off with a 2-0 start. Tyrese Maxey, as we mentioned, he had 30 points in his last game against the Miami Heat. Also shot 11 for 24 from the field. Jovic with the tray, off the mark, and an offensive rebound by the Heat. Butler gets it back over on the far side as the Heat go from left to right. Here's Duncan Robinson on a catch-and-shoot three off the near corner. No. And it's last touch by Miami. And here we go. Sixers have the basketball, and they'll try to get some more offense going. I like that little dribble handoff between Embiid and Maxey. Just some really good communication. Probably going to see a lot of those. Batum with a low lob pass inside to Oubre, and Oubre throws it down. The defense was caught sleeping at the wheel, and Oubre just cut back door and was able to make a little dunk there. 4-0 Philadelphia. There we go. So the ball gets stripped and stolen back by the Sixers. Good block by Embiid. And here's Maxey, who lets it fly and knocks it down from the near wing. A 7-0 run for the Sixers, and that's how they start off the ball game at the Kaseya Center. They're 3 for 3 from the field, and Maxey just made his first tray. Embiid strips it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Terry Rozier was trying to come in towards the lane, and Embiid said no. Tobias Harris wearing his polo shirt over on the bench. Absolutely happy about that. Harris not in the lineup tonight for Philadelphia. Batum gets it over at the logo. Dribble handoff to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey thought about pulling up, and he works around the screen set by Embiid, and there's a three, and it's good. That's what happens when you have a center who can set screens. And it's now a 10-0 run by the Sixers. Timeout first called by the Miami Heat, as the Sixers will take a very, very quick step off. We'll be right back in just a few moments. I'm going to go to break. Brace yourselves for your ears. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that better? This is so loud. Wow. I don't understand why that is the case. Everything's plugged in. Maybe I have to change the input, and maybe it's a problem with the headphones. I don't know. But the audio's coming in clear. I'll check to see if my mic is good. Is that better? Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Let me know down below. Oh, let me update this scoreboard. I forgot about that. I thought I did it before, but I guess not. So, all right, a 10-0 run by the Philadelphia 76ers. I have to make sure that I mute this. Sorry about that little screech. 9:44 left to go in the first quarter. Maxey trying to play defense as Rozier gets it. Bouncer back to Jovic. Jovic cuts in towards the lane, and good stop by Joel Embiid. He tried to lay it up and in and take it to the cup. Embiid got the rebound. Oubre over on the near elbow. Passes it back out to Kyle Lowry, the former Miami Heat. Embiid with 1 foot in and out of the three-point line. Takes a jab step, puts up a 2, and nails it just from the nail. Got it to go. Embiid on a step-back jumper, and the Sixers are on a 12-0 run. Here's Butler now taking on Kyle Lowry. There's a runner that's up, and that's in by Bam Adebayo. Just a nice little play between Butler and Adebayo. They've developed a lot of chemistry together so far. Sixers up by 10. They're 5 for 5 from the field as they look at a 2-3 zone here. Oubre will hand it off to Maxey. Again, Sixers go from right to left. Embiid over at the elbow. He takes 2 jab steps, pulls up over Adebayo, and nails it again. Well, the jump shot is falling for Joel Embiid. That's his second jumper in a row. And it's 14-2. This is what just makes him so unstoppable. Butler with a little high-low to Bam Adebayo. Adebayo going up against Kyle Lowry. There's a mismatch there. Adebayo passes it back out, though. A three-point shot by Jovic is in and out, and Embiid comes up with rebound number 3. Joel is making a big difference in the game so far. Dribble handoff to Maxey. Tries to set a little screen. Maxey back to Joel. And here's Joel back to Batum. Batum to Embiid. Embiid to Batum again. And the trigger was a little bit short. And the Miami Heat come up with a rebound. Like the little dribble handoff between him and Batum. Here's Adebayo who throws it away. He tried to find Rozier, and it goes over towards the scores table out of bounds. Philadelphia will get the ball back, and they're looking to try to add on some more points. Embiid, the last time he played against the Heat, he had 45 points. Here's a 3 by Joel. Got it! Straight away 3 for number 21. And Philadelphia up by 15. It's been the Joel Embiid show out at the Casillas Center. Rozier dribbles around a little screen, and he'll find Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's jumper over Joel is a little bit far to the right. Lowry conducting the tempo and controlling the traffic. Hand off to Joel Embiid. Embiid telling Maxey to come on up. And he'll hand it off again to Tyrese Maxey. Maxey steps back, lets it fly. Can't get the shot, grabs his own rebound, though. Maxey back to Embiid, over at the top of the key. Now over at the nail, spinning, rolling, turnaround jumper. And he could not get the soft touch. Good defense, though, by Adebayo. Jovic goes down the lane, goes up with a 2. And we do have a foul called. It'll be against the Sixers. So Embiid, so far in this game, 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. He's 3 for 4 from the field, and he put up 24 points in his first game back for the Sixers, and that was on Tuesday night against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic day. I was a little bit out of the screen, and now I'm not. There we go. That's a little bit better. And the first foul shot is up and in by Jovic. There we go. That's better. What a great beginning. We just can't have any mercy. I agree with that. I totally agree with that for sure. It's 17-3. Philadelphia up by 14. And they make it now 17-4 as Nikola Jovic, who was 0 for 3 from the field before both those foul shots were made, is able to knock down both. He's 20 years old, was the 27th overall pick in the 2022 draft by the Heat. Oubre gets down low. Sixers again go from right to left, and Oubre throws it away. He tried to find Lowry over at the top of the key. Was stolen by Duncan Robinson. Robinson to Rozier for a tray. Got it. Terry Rozier, who's been a very good three-point shooter over his last 3 games, has been unstoppable. Batum inside to Embiid. High-low. Embiid throws it down. Joel once again able to get a bucket, and a great play call again by Nick Nurse. And Embiid trying to play defense over Bam Adebayo. Step back, Jay. Good defense by Joel, and another rebound by Tyrese Maxey. Maxey with his neon green sneakers. Steps back, lets it fly from the tray. No. And Bam comes up with his miss. Nice little play, and it was a good thought by Tyrese Maxey. He hit 2 threes in a row, and we have a foul called as Terry Rozier tried to just dribble it right down towards the cup, and Maxey gets called for the foul. Can't believe it, but it's a personal on Tyrese Maxey. So we're about halfway done the first quarter, and Paul Reed will step in for Joel. And Embiid, again, just can't say enough. A lot of pick and rolls between him and Maxey, and just a lot of different types of plays. Even on the defensive side, he's been giving you so much effort. It's been unbelievable, for sure. We need 12 more subscribers in order for us to get to 1,900. What are y'all waiting for? I give you this content for free. All right, so the first foul shot is up and in by Terry Rozier. They said it wasn't the act of shooting, and I'm a little confused as to why. The refs for tonight, you got Mark Davis, Jason Goebel, and JT Orr that are all out there. There we go. So it's 19-9, and there you go. Second foul shot is good. The Heat are up 2-1 in the regular season series against the Sixers. Maxey will go down low, find Lowry at the top of the key for a straightaway 3. Bullseye! Kyle Lowry already coming off the bench and making a dynamite shot from outer space. A 13-point advantage for Philadelphia. They have to march back on defense. Butler will take it all the way towards the nail. Goes up with a runner and connects over Paul Reed. The 6'9 forward from DePaul. And it's 22-11. Sixers have the ball again. 5.5 minutes left to go. Maxey, what's he going to do? He's going to dribble over towards the right side. Good little pick by Batum. Maxey over on the elbow. Step back, Jay. Got it! In the face of Terry Rozier. The Sixers have just been exploding on the offensive side and erupting like a volcano. 24-11. Rozier from Butler. He'll step back, pump fake for a 3, and now goes back up with it over Nick Batum, and he cashes in from the far side. That is just why he's been so lethal. Terry Rozier in this game has made both of his 3-pointers. Maxey back to Lowry. They're swinging around the timeline. The ball finds Batum on the far corner for a 3. In and out it goes again, and the board goes to Nikola Jovic. Jovic back to Butler on the near corner for a 3. Cashes in again. So the Miami Heat now coming back. They were down 12-0 to start off the game. And it's 24-17 Philadelphia. Game of runs. Here we go. Maxey gets it back, but we have a timeout called on the floor by Nick Nurse. And the Sixers take their first time out of the quarter with exactly 4:30 to go. They're up by 7 at the Casillas Center in Miami. And the Bluecoats, they're up by 2 after 2 quarters. Remember, this is the first playoff game that they're playing, and we'll keep you up to date on that score. They're up 64-62. They've went to the G League Finals, in case you're wondering, for 4 straight years. It is just so awesome to see what Joel Embiid has been able to do for this team and how much of a different look this team gets when he is out there. It's not even just from having him shoot the basketball. It's the defensive sets. It's the half-court sets. They have a rim protector now, and that changes a lot of things for the defense. It changes everything. And I've never seen a guy that can just impact the game so much with these types of players, and the players that are around him fit his system. JC, what's up, man? I would subscribe again if I could. Thanks, dude. The chemistry is still golden with Maxey and Embiid. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that, for sure. I hit the like button. You did play-by-play with JJ. Best place to listen to the Sixers game. Will said I was thinking the same thing, Grace. Thank you, guys. I appreciate y'all so much. I don't understand what's going on with our audio and also with this camera here. It's been bothering me. But all right, final score predictions. I want to hear what your final score predictions are. Please make sure that you comment down below what your predictions are for this game. J-Rep says 114-111 Sixers. It's going to be another nail-biter. That is what he believes. And I could see that being the case for sure. I really could, but I think that the Sixers have this, and I'm going to go with my final score being 120 to 95. I think that the Sixers are going to explode offensively, and the Miami Heat are just going to get really, really cold from Joel's defense. I don't think that they're going to expect it, So that's what I'm going to go with. And again, comment your final score predictions down below. If you have not subscribed to the channel already, please make sure that you do so if you have a second. We're live for the Sixers, the Phillies, and the Eagles. Been doing a lot of Sixers and Phillies games. Phillies play tomorrow night. We'll be back on for that game as they're in Washington taking on the Nationals. And then we got a doubleheader Saturday. We got Sixers at night, and we got the Phillies and Nationals in the afternoon. I project J-Rep won't have to eat a shoe. Okay. Well, if I were a betting man, I'd say that you're probably correct about that. Buddy Hield will come on in for Kelly Oubre Jr. KJ Martin will also sub in for Kyle Lowry. So the Sixers lineup, it's Batum, Maxey, Martin, Reed, and Hield. Sixers again go from right to left. They're in their white and blue uniforms with the stars going down both sides. Hield hands it off to Tyrese Maxey, who dribbles over towards the right side of the far wing. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Hield on the near wing. He'll have to go in towards the baseline, goes up with a jumper, and it goes in and out. Jovic with the board, not wasting any time, going on the offensive side, trying to take on Maxey, and he works the mismatch and has his way as he enters it in towards the cup. 24-19, and the Sixers now down by 5. They got to put an end to this run here by the Heat. Maxey, step back, lets it fly. It's a little short, though, and the rebound, Martin tried to get it, but it was last touched by Caleb Martin over on the baseline, and KJ Martin going up against him. Yikes, that's going to be a tongue twister tonight. Haywood Highsmith will step in for Duncan Robinson, and he'll come in for him. Again, we mentioned that Highsmith had 14 points and 8 rebounds off the bench against the Knicks. Both teams on a 2-game winning streak. Martin going down with an alley-oop jam, and it's good. Batum inbounded it, and Martin Jr. went down with a flush. Nobody could stop him, and that's the second time today that the defense, the interior defense for the Heat, was just caught sleeping again. 26-19, 7 dimes for the Sixers. The ball movement has been absolutely stellar. Adebayo goes down low and gets denied by KJ Martin. He came behind him. Paul Reed was in front of him, and KJ Martin blindsided block. Maxey in Sixers territory gets it back from Buddy Hield. He'll try to take it all the way towards the cup. He'll drop it off inside to Reed, and Reed gets the left-handed finger roll finish to go. I thought maybe it was going to be a little scoop and score thing for Tyrese Maxey, but as he was in midair, he just dropped it off to Paul Reed. Here comes Rozier. Rozier gets it denied in the paint, and the Sixers get it back. They say that the block was on Paul Reed. Maxey trying to figure out what he's going to do. He'll try to go in towards the lane, put it up, and put it in again with the fancy-ass dribble moves. 30-19. Philadelphia up by 11. 2:48 left to go in the first quarter. Rozier, step back, pass all the way to Adebayo for 2. And Adebayo can't stop the bleeding. Batum with the board, and Maxey gets the handoff from him. Maxey over on the right side, on the outside part of the wing. Hield gets it back, and Maxey will get his little catch right there. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. 2:25 left to go in the first quarter. Maxey, ISO, three-pointer again. Yes! The 76ers putting on a clinic in Miami. They just can't be stopped, and they're having a party from downtown. 33-19, and Maxey has 15 of the 33 points for the Sixers. Adebayo gets it knocked loose. It's stolen away by the Sixers, but we have a foul called, and I guess it'll be on Paul Reed, who was taking on Adebayo. And I'm a little confused as to why. I thought it was all ball. But this offense for the 76ers has just been clicking, and it's like that they're just gelling before your own very eyes. And this is with Embiid coming off the bench. Maxey is hot, and everybody else on the Sixers just doing a really good job. Campaign will step in for Paul Reed. Joel Embiid comes back in for Nico Batum. This lineup should be interesting. KJ Martin, man, what a difference he's made on the defensive side, and even from a rebounding standpoint. Love gets the inbound. It's Kevin Love, that is, a former Cleveland Cavalier. He's been all around and been a very good veteran. So Caleb Martin tries to throw it to Jimmy Butler. Sixers get the steal, though. Oubre, Euro step, over towards the lane. No. And Martin with the rebound. Martin goes back up. It's volleyball all the way out to Jimmy Butler. Okay, J. Martin tried to make a nice little 2 there. Here is Love on the catch and shoot for 3. No. Good contest by Kelly Oubre Jr. Got him on a low pump fake, and the Sixers defense played really well once again. Oubre back to Payne. Payne doesn't know what to draw up just yet. He'll give it back to Oubre. Lob pass inside to Embiid. Embiid going up with a shot, and a foul called on Kevin Love. So Joel's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. I mean, I just have to tell you that the chemistry that is just being put on display has just been absolutely flawless. Yes, Tyrese Maxey was getting hot, but Embiid had a couple of really nice screens. You know, you have him as a screener out there, and it's nice how Nick Nurse is actually having him do those types of things, because even under the Doc Rivers regime, he wasn't doing those types of things. First foul shot is up and in for the big man, 10 points for him. He was 12 for 12 from the line in his return to action on Tuesday night. Great minutes from KJ Martin, too, yes. And he's going to go over. Actually, he's still going to stay in the game. 2 points, 2 rebounds, and a block as well for him. Embiid at the line for one more, and he puts it up and in. Philadelphia up by 16 points. 35-19 with 1:13 to go in the first quarter. Here's Love. It's Love, Butler, Highsmith, Martin, and Jaquez Jr. all out there. Butler trying to take on Kelly Oubre Jr. He takes it all the way towards the nail. Goes up with a shot, though, and he's fouled. Joel took a little tumble to the deck, but it was a shooting foul caused on Kelly Oubre Jr. Just slashed him right on the right wrist, and Butler will head on over to the nail to shoot 2 foul shots. What's up, man? How are you? He's so good. Like, I could listen to the voice whenever. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I really do. If you enjoy my play-by-play commentary, we're on for the Sixers, the Phillies, and the Eagles, so make sure you like and subscribe and turn on the bell icons. So both teams are in the bonus. Butler is at the foul line, and he makes the first foul shot. Second free throw coming right up. Jimmy Butler from Marquette, able to knock down both free throws. Played a lot of his the early part of his career with the Chicago Bulls, then spent some time with the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Philadelphia 76ers before coming to Miami. Payne and the Sixers having some good ball movement. It's not sticking to one person. Embiid gets blitzed, and there's a shot that goes up, no, by Martin, and it's a good follow-through by Oubre. KJ Martin not able to get a good shot off, but Oubre there to the rescue. Here's Martin again, Euro step. Caleb Martin, that is, goes up with a shot, and he's fouled. Just some misdirection for Caleb Martin, and Campaign just butt right in. It leaned in right to the foul, and Martin's going to go to the line for one more. 40.5 seconds left to go. Want to go back to the last play by the Sixers. Embiid got it down low from Oubre. Or sorry, that was I think that it was actually Campaign that just tried to feed the big man. He was being double teamed by Martin and Love. And then Embiid just recognized that KJ Martin was open. Martin couldn't make the shot. I don't know why, but Oubre was there for the follow-through. Foul shot's good. Buddy Hield trying to get the inbound pass. It's stolen away by Haywood Highsmith. Highsmith tries to find Jaquez, and Jaquez is fouled, and he'll go to the line for one more again. So that is a 5-0 run in the span of literally 3 seconds. And now it's going to be a 10-point game if Jaquez is able to make the foul shots. Just a bad inbound pass and a good execution from Haywood Highsmith. And it's now a 6-0 run over the last 3 seconds, and Philadelphia up by 10. Now Payne gets the inbound pass, and we have a whistle called, and they're going to say that it is Miami ball. Payne turned it over. He stepped out of bounds. He lost his footing, and this is not good. The Sixers just can't even inbound the ball properly. 3 turnovers, and that's now 2 straight turnovers in the backcourt for the Sixers. Butler will have to inbound it, and he finds Jaime Jaquez Jr. Sixers are going to have to get some rebounds. Now KJ Martin on him. All right, so Butler gets the little switch that he wants. It's Buddy Hield. Butler goes down the lane, kicks it out to Highsmith. Highsmith over on the far side. Highsmith trying to get some space, and he finds Love down low, wide open. Got it. Reverse layup. Everything went in for Kevin Love. Good play call. 37-29. Shot clock on blood. Philadelphia up by 8 with 10 seconds to go. Payne is just going to milk the clock down. He's being guarded by Caleb Martin. 5 seconds to go. Not even getting a move yet. Here's Embiid. Embiid in traffic. Goes up with a low layup. It's good. He got by 3 people. I don't know how. 39-29. Pass intercepted by Payne. And a full court shot is no good. Embiid doing impossible things. And we go to the second quarter. Philadelphia up by 10. It's 39-29. I don't know how you get by 3 defenders. You were just in front of the nail. And you had about 4 seconds just on the game clock. And you had to make some sort of a move. Just unbelievable. Really impressive. It was actually about 2 seconds, but regardless, we go into quarter number 2. Philadelphia leads it by 10. We'll be right back, and I'll see you very, very soon. Don't go anywhere. All right, well, Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid have combined to score 28 of the Philadelphia 76ers' 39 points in just that first quarter. It is great to have the duo back together. I'm Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We need 11 more subscribers in order for us to get to 1,900. Would love it if we got to 1,900 by tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And a scoreboard update, in case you are just wondering, the Delaware Bluecoats, who are the NBA G League affiliate of the Philadelphia 76ers, they're in their fifth straight G League playoffs, and they're looking to try to get their first playoff win of the season. This will be against the Maine Celtics. They're up 69-67 with about 9:45 to go in the third quarter. Keeping our eyes on that game, the Bluecoats have made it to 4 straight NBA G League appearances, and they're looking to make it 5 now this year. So thoughts on the game so far? What a first quarter. First of all, you start off on a 12-0 run. Tyrese Maxey's making 2 big threes. Embiid is a screener, and he's just getting his teammates involved. They're running plays from the nail. They're running plays from the high post. Love it. Absolutely love it. RC4, yes, he's playing in that game. Ricky Council IV, he is in that game for them. And so is Terquavion Smith, too. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on the bell icons, and that way you know when I go live. We got 30 people on here watching. Would love it if all 30 of you hit that thumbs up button and told your friends about this channel. We want the algo people to do their thing, and we want us to get to 1,900 subscribers. We're going to get there very, very soon. Joel does change everything. I agree with that, Grace. Absolutely. Sixers have the ball first because they lost the tip-off. So it's Lowry, Embiid, Oubre, Martin, and Hield out there. Hield catches, puts up a wide-open 3. No. And Love corrals his miss. Didn't even have to jump for it. Kevin Love dribbling all the way towards the far right side. Hands it off to Jimmy Butler. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Butler trying to get double-teamed. And he'll kick it back out to Caleb Martin over on the near side. Martin to Highsmith for a far corner 3. Got it. It was actually a near corner 3 that he was just able to hit from beyond the arc. 39-32. Haywood Highsmith able to get a big 3. Oubre trying to answer back with a 3 of his own. No. Volleyballed all the way out to Haywood Highsmith. Highsmith out in transition. And he doesn't want to go down low because Embiid was on him. Caleb Martin for a 3. And that one goes in and out. Caught by Buddy Hield. Sixers have done a good job on the rebound inside. They just got to make some shots here. Here's Embiid down low. Kick out to Lowry. Wide open 3 again. Lowry's 3. Too much mustard. And Oubre trying to fight for the rebound. It's volleyball, though, again into the hands of Haywood Highsmith. Highsmith, Euro step. Back out to Butler. Butler gets Embiid almost a pie on a pump fake, and Butler will take it all the way to the baseline. Finds Love over on the far corner, and he puts up a shot. No foul called. Embiid trips up, though, as he got the rebound, and he finds Lowry to keep it in play. Philadelphia up by 7. Embiid trying to take it all the way towards the foul line. Runner, it's up and good. I didn't even know Embiid had a runner, and he was able to just make it. That's just unstoppable stuff. He has a teardrop, he has a layup, he has a 3-pointer. What can he do? Highsmith, far corner 3, and he banked it in. That was actually from the top of the key. I beg your pardon, but he didn't even call it. It hit off the glass and off the window. 41-35, and the Sixers are down on an 8-2 run. Hield for 3. No, they're actually winning the game by 6, but they're It's been an 8-2 run by Miami. Wanted to make sure that I made that clear. So, here's Butler who goes down low, gets past Oubre, and he's able to put the ball home from the left side of the baseline. And it's now a 4-point game. Lowry all the way to Oubre over on the far side. Kelly back to Lowry. They swing the ball around. Good ball movement again by the Sixers. Martin over on the near post and finds Lowry for a wide open three again. And Lowry's three from the far corner is no good. Outlet pass all the way from Caleb Martin to Jimmy Butler. Butler to Hawkins, and Hawkins hands it off to Love, and Love gets a layup and immediately a timeout called by the Sixers. So it was a bigger lead for Philadelphia. They had a 12-0 run to start off the first quarter. Their largest lead was at 16, and now it's only up to 2 as we go into a timeout from Nick Nurse, and they're only up by 2 now. Loin Eagles, what's up, man? That's why we have 27 likes and 28 people watching. Let's go Blue Coats, baby! Let's go Blue Coats. That would be awesome if they were able to get the win. All right, any other scores going around the NBA? The Knicks are down 46-30. Unfortunately for the Knicks, Julius Randle, who was having some shoulder problems, he's out for the rest of the season for them. So that is a very big loss for them, and that is really heartbreaking. It was reported earlier today by ESPN, Adrian Wojnarowski, that he will be missing the rest of the season because of that shoulder injury. What else do we got? How about Malachi Flynn becoming the 3rd player ever in NBA history to score 50 points off the bench? And that was for the Pistons last night, and the Pistons lost that game still. He had 50 points off the bench, and the Pistons still lost. Just crazy. Absolutely wild. The Pistons, by the way, in the standings, mind you, they're 13-63, which is dead last. So that is their record. It's like one of their worst seasons. The Raptors, over their last, I just saw this, the Raptors over their last 10 games, they're 0-10. They're on like a 15-game losing streak, which is also really wild when you really think about that. DFJ, man, what's going on, dude? Thanks so much for coming on here. As always, guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Comment your thoughts down below. And, yeah, I hope that you're all doing well. We need 11 more subs till we get to 1,900. You guys are the best. I love each and every one of you. The Sixers in this quarter so far, I didn't really like this lineup out there. I think that you got to take KJ Martin out. I thought that he was becoming more of a liability on the offensive side, and I know that Nick Nurse is without Tobias Harris tonight, so I just think that you need to. I didn't think that KJ should have been out there for that long in the second quarter, and now you need to make the proper adjustments. Those are just my thoughts about it. But what say you? They also just didn't do a good job in the paint area. I noticed that the Heat, give them credit because they were kind of doing what the Sixers were doing to them. They were running a lot of ball movement plays that were around the perimeter. And now all of a sudden, when the man's open down low, when it's anybody, a forward or a guard, they're just able to cash in. And they're also making their threes now as well. It's a make-or-miss league. So the Sixers only up by 2. It's Embiid, Lowry, Oubre, Martin, and Hield. Still, actually, Nick Batum comes in for KJ Martin, and so does Tyrese Maxey. So it's Batum, Embiid, Lowry, Maxey, and Oubre. There we go. Maxey gets it in between the circles. Sixers playing at the Casillas Center as they go from right to left in their white and blue jerseys. Handoff all the way to Nico Batum. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Batum back to Maxey from the parking lot. Puts it up, and it actually hit the front of the net, but it did not hit the rim. Love with the board. Kevin Love, a very big rebounder throughout his career with the Timberwolves, the Cavs, and, of course, the Heat. Butler again. Back out to Caleb Martin from far wing to near wing. Three-pointer off to the right side. Kevin Love with the rebound. Speaking of the devil. All right, so Hawkins will try to take on Embiid. Goes over towards the baseline. Embiid trying to play defense over Butler, and he got back. Good play by Joel. Here's Oubre, who goes down low. Oubre tries to kick it out to Batum, and we do have a foul called. It's on Kelly Oubre Jr. Gets called for a charge as the defender was in the restricted area and just set his feet. 8:29 to go, and another costly turnover by the Sixers. This is the one thing about Oubre, and you love his effort, but when you're going up against Kevin Love, this is a guy who's not afraid to sacrifice his body and just make some really, really good plays on the defensive side. So you got to be better in that area, and the Miami Heat trying to capitalize. It was a 16-point lead for Philadelphia, and now it's only up to a 2-point lead. Don't know if they're going to challenge this, but his feet were certainly set for sure. So everybody tried to kick it out to Nico Batum. So they're actually going to say that it's Sixers ball, and Maxey will get it all the way to Oubre. Oubre goes down the lane, goes up with a shot, and he makes it. So even the ESPN scoreboard says that Oubre had a turnover, but the Sixers still had the ball, 43-39. Like an explanation on that. Butler gets it over on the near wing on the perimeter, and he's trying to take on Nico Batum. Will now take it all the way towards the baseline. Kicks it back out, though, to Highsmith, who was in his spot. Puts up a three. No. Love trying to get the rebound, and stripped out of the hands of Batum into Maxey's hands. Nico Batum did a good job there trying to fight for the rebound. Tyrese Maxey again over on the far side. Dribble, bounce pass to Nico, and now Lowry has it. Lowry to Embiid. Embiid trying to find Lowry down low, but Embiid decided to just go with a foul line jumper, and it didn't work out. Lowry was supposed to cut back door all the way towards the lane, and Embiid was supposed to make the pass to him, but Embiid thought that he had a better shot there, and it ended up not working out. Embiid has to guard Haywood Highsmith now. Highsmith will kick it out to Martin. One more to Butler. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Butler trying to take on Kyle Lowry. Thought he was going to shoot it, and Haywood Highsmith gets it back. Highsmith goes right down the lane and puts it up and in as he takes it all the way to the cup, and it's back to a 2-point game. Haywood Highsmith, 8 points and 2 rebounds in this game so far in the matter of about 10 minutes. Embiid down low to Batum. Batum turnaround Jay. Can't get the friendly bounce, so he had the look and everything. Just could not cash in, and the Sixers have not been able to get their shots to fall. Love down low to Highsmith, and Highsmith ties it with a jam. 43-43. Highsmith going from high to low in flight mode. It's crazy that they tied the game. Lowry to Maxey again. Kyle Lowry and Maxey having a catch. Double screen coming. Here's Oubre over on the far corner. Kelly Oubre Jr. tries to find Embiid as Embiid does get double teamed. Step back jumper over Love, and that one goes in and out. Kevin Love has 2 rebounds. It seems like he's had a lot more, though. Caleb Martin for the lead. Got it! And the fans standing now in Miami at the Casillas Center, 46-43. It's been a 17-4 run over these last 6 minutes. Just a lot of extremes for both teams, and a timeout again by Nick Nurse and the Sixers. They're down by 3. The first time that they've trailed in this game is right now with 6:06 to go in the second quarter, and they'll be right back in just a few moments. Sixers are trailing 46-33, or 46-43. Heat are on a 25-6 run over the last 6:26, according to Keith Pompey. And lead 46-43 with 6:06 left in the half. Yep. All right. There we go. So he listened to you. He called a timeout. He did, Grace. You have to give him credit for that. That's how he knows that he has a feel for the game. I love Jimmy, but we need to kick his you-know-what tonight, says Grace. Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Tell your friends about this content that we do on here. My name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. We're live for the Sixers, the Phillies, and the Eagles. We'll be back on for the Phillies tomorrow night. In case you are wondering when the next Phillies game is, it is tomorrow night. The Phillies are off tonight. And then the Sixers will be off tomorrow night. So we got a lot of stuff coming up here. I'm screaming loud enough for him to hear tonight, says Grace. Yep, you are. You absolutely are. I just can't believe that I have this at, like, max volume, and there's nothing wrong. Nothing's wrong with the headphones, nothing. I'll have to figure it out. We'll have to figure it out later. But yeah. Are the louds, like, too loud? Are the louds, like, super, super loud? If they are, I do apologize. There's nothing I could really do about that in regards to my levels right now. Better than it was. Okay, I like that answer. Maybe I'll turn this up. Should I turn this up at the max? Like this? This is the max. We'll put it back down to here. I'm always afraid to go at the max level. Will says, I hear you in Houston, Grace. Hear how loud it was. How loud your scream was. Let me ask you. So, what have you liked about this game so far? What have you liked? I don't like that they've only put up 4 points in this quarter, but I liked the first quarter a lot. Sounds good, says a man called David. Thank you. Appreciate it. A man called David. Like it. I like that name. I like it a lot. Romp said, and shout out to Romp who covers the Sixers too, here on YouTube. He said that the Heat started pressing and the Sixers forgot how to play basketball, something the same old Sixers would do. Yeah, they did start pressing a little more. I agree with that, but I just don't think that the shots have really been falling in, and they're not getting the same looks. And now this is where coaching comes in. Oubre gets the inbound. He's over on the far right side. Sixers again go from right to left. Oubre thought that Maxey was behind him, and it was Caleb Martin instead. Maxey was over at the top of the key, and that was some miscommunication. Miami leads it by 3. Here's Rozier, who goes down low and fight for the loose ball between him and Paul Reed and also Kelly Oubre Jr., but we have a jump ball whistle with 5:43 to go in this second quarter. So Batum hasn't even scored just yet. Maxey has 15 points. All of them came in the first quarter, and he also has 4 dimes and 4 rebounds. And Reed will be going up against Haywood Highsmith. Terry Rozier, that is. Rozier stands at 6'1", and Reed stands at 6'9". There we go. So the jump ball is up, and that's good for the Sixers. It goes their way. Maxey gets it over at the top of the key. Will try to drive it down low. Layup is up and in. As Maxey able to get a layup there, and finally the Sixers get their first 2 points since the timeout. That's just their 6th point of the game. 46-45. And Adebayo leading the charge at the top of the key for the Miami Heat. Dribble handoff to Terry Rozier. Rozier needs help, finds Jaquez, and here's Caleb Martin over on the near corner. Bouncer inside from, it was supposed to go to Bam Adebayo, but it went out of bounds, and thank goodness Paul Reed tipped it out, but it'll still be an offensive rebound for the Miami Heat. What is good? Being chillin'. Yes, sir. It's great. All right, 46-45, 2.5 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Here's a layup that's up, no good. Good defense by the Sixers. And actually a foul called on the very last second. It was a turnover. Now they just called is that a shot clock violation? Yeah, it is. It's a shot clock violation. It didn't even hit the rim. So that's what they called. It was a layup that was supposed to go in by Terry Rozier, but didn't even hit the rim. There were about 2.5 seconds on the shot clock. 46-45. Philadelphia trailing by 1 as we ride the seesaw. Maxey in the Sixers front court. Gets a screen set by Paul Reed. Goes over towards the cup. Kicks it out to Oubre for a 3 on the far corner. And that's way too strong. Good defense, though, by Terry Rozier and Haywood Highsmith. Jaquez takes it all the way towards Miami's side of the court. Highsmith again gets it back. Lob all the way to Rozier for 3, who catches and fires, and it's off the mark. Nico Batum crashes the glass and hands it off to Maxey. So the Sixers have to get some shots going. Payne puts up a tray and flames it in. So Cam Payne able to knock down the first 3 of the quarter for Philadelphia. Comes with 4:20 left to go in the second quarter. There's a nice little block by Cam Payne. It goes up, and did it go in? I don't think it did. Cam Payne just blocked Caleb Martin and just went into flight mode, and it'll be Heat basketball. It's 48-46. So it's a shooting foul on Cam Payne. I thought that he just had a nice block there. Let's look at this again. Yep, he made some contact with his left hand, so that is indeed a shooting foul. 4 minutes and 16 seconds to go in this second quarter. Miami fans not happy with the baseball team because they're now 0-9 to start their season, but they certainly do have something to look forward to with this Miami Heat team for sure. First foul shot, no good. The Marlins just let go of Kim Ying. Actually, she just left yesterday. She was doing a good job as the GM for the Marlins, but she didn't want to stay. 48-46 with 4 minutes and 16 seconds to go in this second quarter. Martin misses the first foul shot. Duncan Robinson comes in for the Heat, and Lowry comes in for the Sixers. The second time, it's a charm. He goes 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. 40-47. Philadelphia leads it by 1. Maxey, Batum, Lowry, Oubre, and Reed out there for the Sixers. Not a lot of action from Joel Embiid during the second quarter so far. Here's Reed. He goes up with a shot and gets the layup to roll over towards the left side of the baseline. 50-47, and now Paul Reed gets his first 2 points of the evening so far. Rozier being heavily guarded by Kelly Oubre Jr. Duncan Robinson wants to get a switch on the defensive side, goes with a little pick and roll, and he's over on the far right, and now we'll just give it back out to Haywood Highsmith. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Adebayo with the ball, being guarded by Reed. 3 seconds to go. He wants to box him out. He wants to bully him. Turn around, Jay. It's up, and it's airballed. The second straight shot clock violation caused by Philadelphia's defense. Give Reed a lot of credit, and also the Sixers just for rotating on their man. The Heat tried to play a little bit of a high-low offense, and the Sixers did a good job at just making the great reads there. Maxey all the way to Batum, and it was almost intercepted by Rozier. Batum back to Maxey. Maxey, runner, inside. Yes! From the right hash mark. 52-47, and Tyrese Maxey starting to heat up again. Rozier step back, thought about taking the 3, and finds Martin at the top of the perimeter. Martin spinning, trying to go up against Maxey. The ball gets deflected. It's not loose. Oubre almost had it, though. And we have another whistle. It's a kickball violation on Caleb Martin. And Philadelphia with the ball again. 3 straight turnovers by the Miami Heat. And the Philadelphia 76ers are heating it up out at the Casillas Center. Just the energy in the building has been absolutely electric between both these teams. A lot at stake here for both of them. It's like a playoff game. These two teams could meet in the play-in tournament in a couple of weeks. 9-1 run for the Sixers. Here we go. Maxey to Batum. They play catch. Maxey gets it back. Dribbles all the way towards the baseline. Puts up a layup. And it goes in again. It is just unstoppable what he's able to do as Tyrese Maxey screaming out his name and says, "This is all about me." 54-47, and a timeout again called by the Miami Heat. And with 2:43 to go, the Sixers will have to play defense when we return. I'm loving this game, JJ. You're on fire. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, we did something a little bit different today. So I liked what we did today. It definitely has worked so far. I was actually watching, to be honest with you. I got a little bit inspired today. Because I started watching JJ Redick's new podcast with LeBron that airs on Mondays. And to be honest with you, there is so much that you can unpack there if you're just a basketball fan and you want to learn more about the game, X's and O's, play calls, and that type of thing. There's more jargon, there's more terminology there. And I started to take some notes. I was just listening to the first episode, and I thought to myself, obviously, this could help me from a broadcasting standpoint. There's not a website out there that tells you all the ways of saying certain things. So if you notice tonight, I'm saying a little bit, I'm using more and more terminology like the nail, which is another term for the foul line. I wanted to also use a high corner. I don't think I used that yet. And then the short corner is where you take a shot that's in between the baseline and in between the dunker spot and in between the block. So there you go. Liked and subbed. Keep being chillin'. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. 54-47. Philadelphia up by 7 points. 2.5 minutes to go. Bam Adebayo wants to hand it off to Jimmy Butler, who's at the Toyota sign over on the far right side. Heat again go from left to right. Butler in the lane. Runner, no. And the other attempt by Adebayo is no good either. Good job by Maxey to get the rebound, though. Maxey to Embiid. Embiid, Euro-step runner. Got it! Joel Embiid will go to the line for one more. Terry Rozier just fouled him, and Embiid didn't even want to go down hard. He was just like, yep, I'm just going to take a little Euro-step because you can't stop me. And that's what I'll do to beat you right to the punch. 21 points for Maxey and 17 for Embiid. They were the highest scoring duo right before Joel went down in the NBA, and it wasn't even close. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown were second at the time, and the point differential was just absolutely crazy. They scored, the Sixers had about 52 points combined or more between Embiid and Maxey. It was actually over that. I think it was 62. Now that I really think about it, it was. Then the foul shot's up, and that's in for Embiid. 57-47, and Embiid makes the three-point opportunity. He's 1 for 2 from 3, 7 for 11 from the field, and has 18 points in this game so far. Only 3 rebounds, though. Butler taking on Kyle Lowry, trying to take him on. Here's Bam Adebayo with a runner. No good. And Butler fights for the rebound, and he gets up with it. It was a loose ball foul by Kyle Lowry as he just held him in check. Lowry wanted an explanation on that play, and he's not going to get it. So it'll still be Miami basketball. All right, so 2:05 to go in this second quarter. There's Patty Mills over on the bench for the Miami Heat. He won a championship with the San Antonio Spurs and has had a very, very good career. Jimmy Butler gets the inbound again, dribbles around the timeline, bounce pass to Highsmith for a 3 again, short, and Oubre climbs the ladder. Here's the handoff pass to Tyrese Maxey again. Maxey at the top of the key, dribbles around in the Embiid screen to the right side. Embiid left wide open with a bouncer, puts up a 3, and he got it! Embiid and Maxey again, going at it, and just showing the dynamic duo how great it is. 60-47, 1:35 to go. Embiid trying to guard Terry Rozier. And now Butler over on the three-point corner at the top of the line. Butler again. We'll hand it off to Rozier. Rozier's 3 is in and out. Batum got the rebound. It went behind him. He tried to tip it, and then he had to look back for it, and he got it. A 17-1 run for the Sixers over the last 4 minutes and 16 seconds. Maxey getting all the attention, and now Embiid trying to draw up a screen. Highsmith is guarding him, and now Embiid gets the little pass. It was a shovel pass from Maxey. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. 2 jab steps for Joel, and the shot goes up, and that is just off the mark. Batum gets the strip, and it's knocked away for the Sixers. Maxey three-pointer, wide open, got it! It was Bam Adebayo that couldn't even hold on to the basketball, and Nico Batum able to strip it out of his hands. And 63-47, again is the score with 50.5 seconds to go. Tyrese Maxey from 28 feet just got the knockdown shot, and the pass was delivered by Kyle Lowry. That is just great execution for the Sixers. Adebayo was actually looking to pass it out to a teammate. He didn't want to take the ball up, and Batum, as soon as he had it right by his head, Batum found an opening to just try to flick it up in the air, and he did. 63-47, Sixers up by 16 points. And here's Butler, who tries to get past Embiid, and he's fouled as well. As Butler tried to stiff-arm Joel just in the face. And there's a three-point opportunity coming up right now for Jimmy Buckets. It's actually Bam Adebayo that's going to the line. I beg your pardon, but even so, Adebayo is the one that just was able to stiff-arm his way past Embiid, and he got the right-handed layup to go over on the far side. So Embiid in this game has played in 16 minutes, has 21 points, and 3 rebounds as well. Batum, by the way, has not even scored a bucket, has 6 assists, 1 steal, and 3 rebounds, and he's plus 26 on the court. It's 63-50, as the foul shot was good, and the three-point opportunity was successful. Tyrese Maxey pulls up from way downtown, and Butler says, "I've had enough," as he hugs the board. Dribble handoff to Rozier. Rozier gets daylight for a 3, and that's short again. Adebayo with the offensive glass. Here's a three-pointer by Robinson. That's no good. And the rebound by Haywood Highsmith, and the putback is good. So they had 3 offensive possessions, and the Sixers not able to box out. 63-52, the shot clock's unplugged, and there's 10 seconds to go in this second quarter. 5 seconds to go. Maxey has the ball. Bouncer back to Embiid. 3 seconds left, and Embiid throws it away. Tried to find Batum. There's a three-pointer for a buzzer beater. It's good by Terry Rozier. Rozier just able to make a swish and a splash from 3. 63-55. That was a bad pass by Embiid. He didn't even have to throw it towards Batum's way. Just a good read by Terry Rozier. Maxey played all the defense that he could, and that banger able to put the Sixers lead into single digits. Philadelphia is up by 8 points, 63-55, and they'll be right back in just a few moments. I'm going to take a very, very quick step off as we go into halftime, and I will see you guys in literally 1 minute, okay? 1 minute. I'll be back at 8:39 p.m. Eastern Time. See you very, very soon. in case you are wondering, Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid combined in this game so far have put up 45 combined points, and Maxey himself has 7 assists, no turnovers. Embiid is 2 for 3 from 3 and is 8 for 13 from the field. Sixers lead every stat except fast break points and turnovers, says Larry. Yeah, overall, they've done a really good job today. I didn't like how they started off the second quarter. They only put up 4 points within the first 6 minutes or so. But it seemed like that once Embiid came back in, and you kind of expected it, but he just made an impact again. I know that he only has 3 rebounds today, but he's been doing a good job at boxing out. Bam Adebayo is not an easy guy to rebound on. Adebayo himself has only had 5 rebounds today, and he's 2 for 9 from the field. So that's what he's been able to do. They did actually initiate a review here to see if Rozier made that 3 just before the buzzer went off, and he did. But he did. So, yeah, the Sixers have put up 45 of their points from Embiid and Maxey. The rest of the team has scored 18. There's no Tobias Harris tonight. He is out. He was ruled out tonight by the Philadelphia 76ers, and he hopes to be back by the next game, which should be on Saturday. They have a back-to-back on Saturday and Sunday. They play in Memphis, and then they play in San Antonio, and those are their last 2 games on the road. Every game next week is at home. And that's how they'll end the season, with a 3-game stretch at home. But let's talk about this game, all right? 63-55 is the score. They're not really getting out-rebounded by much against the Heat. The thing that concerns me is that I don't really want to say it's concerning, but they need to, I think that what they have to do a better job at is getting those loose balls, getting those important plays, right? Fighting for those little dirty plays where you're just on the floor trying to poke the ball loose, those types of things. They need to get the bounces going their way. Now, they were not shooting as well from 3 in the second quarter compared to the first. The Sixers were putting everything in the first quarter. Everything was going in. They were getting the looks. They were getting the space. And because Miami decided to double Joel a lot, that caused a lot more guys to get wide open. And this is what makes the Sixers scary, is that if that's the case, right, if Maxey and Hield and Lowry are wide open, they're going to get a lot of shots. And then Miami decided to play more of a zone defense, and when Joel wasn't out there, the Sixers got a little bit more lackadaisical on the defensive side, I noticed, and Paul Reed wasn't doing a good job at protecting the rim. But offensively speaking, they just started to double-team Maxey a little bit more, and Maxey had more of the attention, and that's why he was struggling in that first part of the second quarter. Rebound and defend, always a problem. It is, but that's because, again, they only have a 7'2" guy in Joel that can get you rebounds, but they don't really have a lot of tall guys out there or athletic guys. Now, Oubre is athletic, and he does a good job for what he does. Batum, they all give effort out there, but they're just not natural rebounders, So that's been the thing. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on the bell icons, and that way you know when I go live. The name is Jason Joseph. This, of course, is Play-by-Play with JJ. Hit that thumbs up button and hit that subscribe button as well. What are your thoughts on this game? There was a note that I had. I wish that I liked when KJ Martin came in during that first stretch in the first quarter. You needed him to give you some sort of stop defensively. You knew that you didn't have Ricky Council IV available because he's playing in the G League game tonight, and there was no Tobias Harris, so you kind of had to put KJ Martin in the spot where you could use him. And in that first quarter, it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. He'd have 4 times as many free throws as the Sixers. Well, the reason why is because Joel hasn't really been as aggressive when it comes to going to the line. And he really hasn't needed to be in this game because the shooters have been knocking down their shots. They knocked down a lot of their shots in the first quarter. Maybe to start off the second half, you'd like to see them try to have Embiid more at the nail, right, and have him go have him be a little bit more aggressive when he goes all the way towards the rim. So maybe you could have that. I also just don't want to risk as much injury, and I don't want him to do it too much. But I can understand that, That is one thing that Joel is good at. I just don't want him to initiate too much contact down low on the block. But that is just going to happen. But I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. The Kings, they lead at 60-52 at halftime. That game's on TNT. What are your thoughts, though? Besides the foul shooting, what else do you think needs to be improved? I can't really think of anything else. I think that they've done a very good job on the perimeter defensively when Joel is out there. I really like what Lowry provides you with from his defensive standpoint when he's able to guard Jimmy Butler or guard Terry Rozier. I don't think Rozier has had a very good first half, and I know that he's been shooting the rock really, really well, but it tells you from the stats side of things that Rozier is 3 for 6 from 3, but he seems like he's not comfortable out there. I know that he just made that buzzer beater, but it doesn't really feel like he's taken over this game. So, and I like that. That's a credit to the Sixers defense. Duncan Robinson doesn't even have a point in 12 minutes, and that's something else to note too. I like Batum's matchup. Batum has done a good job on him, and he's not doing anything too crazy. He's been staying on him a lot. They've showed him different types of defenses, and that's been working out. If Haywood Highsmith's going to beat you, that's one thing. If Kevin Love's going to beat you on the rebounding side of things, that's one thing. But if you're holding Butler and Robinson to a combined 9 points so far, you're doing your job. So that's great. Good stuff. All right, let's take a look at the Blue Coats score. We'll get a Blue Coats update. Blue Coats are down by 10 with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. It's the Eastern Conference semifinals in that G League game. The Blue Coats had the bye week. They're down by 10, 106-96 with 7 minutes to go. The Maine Celtics, hopefully they don't beat them. Ugh, that would really stink. The refs are always going to have calls against us. They need to prepare for that. Yeah, I don't think Embiid's gotten some calls today, but it hasn't been that egregious, according to my eyes. It really hasn't been. But you're right. Those things are going to happen. It just hasn't been as wild or as blatant as I think others would probably say. All right, what else do we have going on? Should we look at the NBA scores? So, yeah, the Knicks are down by 8 at halftime. The Dallas Mavericks are up 65-57 at halftime. The Warriors have a 9-point lead against the Houston Rockets, and that game's important because if the Rockets lose that game, the Rockets pretty much are done. Trying to fight for that last play-in spot. They were on like a 12-game winning streak, and now they've lost 3 in a row. They were knocking on the door to try to find a way to knock out the Golden State Warriors, and that game is also like a playoff game too tonight. And then the Nuggets play against the Clippers at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That'll be at the Crypto.com arena. Come on, Blue Coats, we need a W. I agree with that. Egregious. Yep. Nice. Yeah, it's been coming to me tonight because I really liked that podcast that JJ Redick put out and LeBron. They really taught you. They really are. A lot of people that tune into that now see how cool coaching is because they teach you. I've always wanted there to be a cast, and now I guess with the YouTube stuff and with the podcasting world, it's a little bit easier, but you don't really get it on cable television. But I've always liked to know advanced things about not just baseball or basketball, but about football too. Stuff that you don't always learn about on TV from professional players and that type of thing. So I like that because they tell you a lot about play calls and about what a hornet's nest is in regards to the NBA play calling and what that entails. Somebody at the high elbow, somebody at the low elbow, down screens, slashes, all those types of things. So I thought that was really, really cool that I got to tune into that today. And then I'll probably take our broadcasting to another level, too. All right, I am going to take one more step off really quickly. If you want to give your letter grades, actually, let's do this. My boy, G. Vanutes, I believe he's on right now. He is not. Okay, I thought he was. What we're going to do is we're going to go raid our boy Philly halftime, okay? Because he deserves that. We'll give him a little shout out, and we'll go over to his channel. Trivia's in the fourth quarter. Always in the fourth quarter. So, but we'll be right back. Go right on over to this channel. Let's go support Philly halftime, and we'll be back in just a few moments. All right, we're back. We're back on the air doing the Sixers game, giving you guys a professional radio play-by-play call. Hopefully we're doing well with that. I hope everybody is having themselves a very, very fantastic day. And we will refresh this. That's good to go. Probably should have refreshed the other one. Let me do that really quickly. So we're about ready to get started with this third quarter here. So, yeah. Sixers did a really good job in the first quarter. They got a lot of shots up, and they were making a lot of threes. They were able to find the open man, and then they just got a little bit cold. And part of the reason why was because Miami's perimeter defense and their zone defense were doing a much better job, and the Sixers didn't really have a response when Joel was not out there. So they have to do a better job of doing that when Embiid is not out there, hopefully in the second half. Both Embiid and Maxey have scored 45 combined points, as we just mentioned before, and they are about ready to get started as we go to the second half, the start of the second half, that is. Again, Batum is plus 20 on the field with his plus minus, and he has 3 rebounds and 6 assists and 1 steal as well. Reed has a steal and a block on the defensive side. Campaign also has 2 steals as well off the bench. He had 10 rebounds in his last game, too. So he was a very big impact off the bench. And you really like this lineup that the Sixers have been able to provide. So the Sixers will get the ball to start things off first. They go from left to right now. It's Oubre, it's Maxey, Lowry, Embiid, and Batum. Embiid tries to find Lowry. Lowry to Embiid again, and Lowry throws it away. Adebayo gets it. 5-on-4 basketball. And there's a jam by Jovic, and it's now 63-57. Embiid was got tangled up with Bam Adebayo, and couldn't get back on the defensive side and didn't want to chance anything. 63-57, Sixers up by 6. Embiid gets it with 1 foot in and out of the three-point line, goes up with a shot, and he nails it again, just inside the three-point line. Joel now with 23, and he's 9 for 14 from the field right now. Just how do you stop it when he's shooting it inside the three-point line? Jovic hands it off again to Adebayo, and a drop-off pass to Rozier for 3, and he answers with a tray from way downtown. Terry Rozier, 14 points, and again, 4 for 7 from 3 tonight. He's just shooting this season from downtown. He's been really, really strong. He's shooting 36% from 3, but over the last month, he's been ridiculously good. Embiid trying to go up against it, Butler, and there's a layup that goes up and a foul called on Jovic. And that'll send Joel to the line to shoot some more free throws. It's interesting because you look at the game log that he's had in regards to Terry Rozier, and Terry over the last over the last 3 games, he's been shooting over 50% from 3. He shot 73% in the last game and 60% on Friday's game against the Portland Trail Blazers. Just has been lighting it up over the last week or so. Embiid with the first foul shot. He can't hit it. Hit off the front of the rim. And that's his first miss in a Sixers uniform. He was 12 for 12 the last time that he played, which was on Tuesday night against the Thunder. That'll make it now 65-60 as Embiid takes a couple of quick breaks here. And the next foul shot is able to drain it. And Sixers back up by 6 points. 66-60. Philadelphia just 4 for 5 from the line. Not too many trips around there. Rozier gets past Batum. Drives it into the lane. Kicks it out to Adebayo for a tray. Straight on. Got it. Actually hit the back of the rim and just jolted in. And it's a 3-point game. 66-63. I mean, you know that he can shoot it from beyond the arc. Sometimes you take your chances with it, but when he gets hot, you got to start to put a hand in his face. Lowry over on the far side at the three-point line. Dribbles around in the Embiid screen. Lowry at the elbow. Goes up with a foul line jumper and connects. Kyle Lowry able to provide a 2 from the charity stripe. And he goes up with a free throw line jumper. 68-63 again. Rozier has to pass the hot potato to Duncan Robinson. His trifecta way off the mark. Embiid didn't even have to jump for it. He got the board. Joel trying to hand it off again to Lowry. Lowry with a screen from Embiid. Three-pointer. Yes! If Joel gives you a screen, you're probably going to make a shot because that's a big body coming at you on defense. 71-63. And Butler now trying to hesitate, going up against Lowry, and now meets Embiid at the rim, and he stuffs him. Oh, Lowry with the rebound again. Lowry, handoff to maxey for 3. Oh, it's a little short. That would have been absolutely huge. Butler just tried to go up against a monster, and it didn't work out. Butler's 3 over Embiid. No. Lowry with the board. Handoff to maxey. Sixers in the front court. Embiid gets it on the block. He'll be going up against Jimmy Butler here. Actually, Adebayo on him, and Adebayo tries to strip it, and Embiid fights for the loose ball, and he's hanging on to that knee. Uh-oh, Adebayo landed right on it. It was the right knee, and he's in some pain, and he'll shake it off. Thank goodness he got up. That's the one thing that you just squint at, and you just are like, how can that happen? And you just get really scared. Your heart stops for a second. But he gets up and he's okay. The Sixers may review this here to see if this is a foul on Adebayo. Adebayo just landed right on top of Embiid's right knee for a second as he tried to fight for the loose ball. And I don't know. They do call a personal foul on Adebayo. Embiid goes up with a step back J, and bam, gets the board. Adebayo inside, outside to Robinson. Robinson wide open 3, and he nails it. Duncan Robinson able to finally hit a 3-pointer, and he's now 1 for 4. I mean, just crazy. Sixers defense just not doing a good job in the perimeter. That possession around. Maxey and the Sixers look at a 2-3 zone. Embiid gets it right inside the 3-point line, and now is over at the nail. The foul line jumper again. Over Butler. Got it. Joel Embiid with 26 now as he hit a fadeaway jumper over Jimmy Butler. 7:55 to go in this third quarter. Again, Rozier gets a little crossover, trying to go over Lowry. A handoff to Adebayo. Adebayo to Jovic for a near corner three, and Lowry tips it out of bounds towards the baseline. It'll still be Heat basketball. So that'll make it 73-65. I got to tell you that Kyle Lowry has had an incredible career and has been a very, very good basketball player. It's 73-65, and Embiid that was Bam Adebayo that made a 9-foot jump shot as he banked it in. 73-67 now is the score. Oubre gets the little dribble handoff, and he'll dribble over towards the right side. Jovic on him, being his little Swiss Army knife. Oubre for three. Got it. Kelly Oubre in Jovic's face. And it's a 9-point advantage for the Sixers. Again, Rozier steps back, thought about firing the trigger. Adebayo gets the dribble handoff. He'll try to go past Embiid. Embiid playing good defense. Adebayo wants to try to pass it, and he gives it up to Jovic. Jovic goes up with a runner. Adebayo no good with a little putback. He grabs his own rebound, goes up with a shot this time. It bounces 3 times, and it goes down the drain. As we were mentioning before, Kyle Lowry, who has the ball now, averaging about 8.5 points per game and 3.3 rebounds this season, along with 4.2 assists to go along with that. Lowry has it, dribbles over towards the right. He goes down towards the paint. Runner is up. It's contested. Thought he was fouled. Whistles remain silent. Good defense by Duncan Robinson. Jovic trying to go from the Shining Sea over Batum, and he gets the little layup to go. Thought he was fouled as well on the other side, and they're not going to call that either. Love how they're just letting the guys play. Oubre catches, throws up a tray. It goes in and out. Maxey with the rebound. Tyrese Maxey probably should have just handed it off to Embiid. Embiid now gets it, pulls up over Adebayo for three. Got it! He started stepping back. He knew it was gold as soon as he released it. 29 for the big man, and he's 11 for 18 from the field. He's been unstoppable. Adebayo over at the top of the key. He'll lob it inside to Butler. Butler goes up with a shot, and he's fouled. It was a personal foul on the floor, and a timeout called by the Heat. It's 79-71. Sixers up by 8 points. I mean, you just give it to Embiid, and Adebayo had a hand in his face. It was a straightaway three, and he backed up because he knew it was Kobe, and he called it. Wow. Crazy. What this guy can do with the basketball is just so it is scary. That every other team in the league needs to be put on notice with what this guy is doing. It's just game 2. And he has 29 points. Crazy. This guy's Hercules. I think he's Hercules. You know? 29 points in 22 minutes for Embiid so far, and Kyle Neubeck says pretty good. Just pretty good. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell icon, and that way you know when I upload. I can breathe with Joel on the floor. Absolutely. You just got to make sure that he's okay. That's the number one thing. All right, you know, while I'm in these breaks here, maybe it's a good time for me to actually pull up some more stuff here. Yeah, how much time is left? 5:56 to go in this third quarter. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on the bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. The name, of course, is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. The one I like to use terms-wise, I did say the hash one time. High post, low post is a good one. Locks and loads from deep is a good one, too. The restricted area. Okay. Those are some good ones. What's the score of the Blue Coats game? Great question. I will pull that up for you right now and give you that score. Give me 1 second. I forgot all about that. And how could I forget about that? How? How could I forget about that? 118-109 with 38 seconds left, so the Blue Coats season is just about, I mean, it's not over yet. They do have a timeout that they just called, but they've gotten outscored in the second half by the Maine Celtics, that is. So I'll give you an update. All right. JJ, you were so on fire. Thank you. Appreciate it. We're trying to make sure that we save our stamina and condition ourselves, for what could be probably, I expect, a bumpy ride in the fourth quarter. But thank you for the compliment. It means so much to me. And for those of you that have been with me since day one, I really appreciate you guys for staying with us. What's up, the dude? Erev Tov, man. What's up, man? 79-71. Sixers have to play defense as Jovic gets the inbound. Remember, Butler was fouled on the floor, but he throws it away. Paul Reed with the steal. Reed, bouncer to Oubre. Oubre almost lost it, though, and he'll dribble around the timeline. Hand it off to Tyrese Maxey. Sixers offense has to catch up to where Maxey is. And finally, everybody out there, so Paul Reed comes in for Joel Embiid, and he'll take another quick breather. Maxey at the top of the key, draws the double team, pass out to Lowry, 5 on the clock. Lowry at the foul line, bouncer to Batum for a wide open 3 on the far side. No, didn't even hit the rim. Batum got the board, and a dribble handoff to Terry Rozier as he goes marching down towards the lane. It's denied by Oubre. Oh, a chase down block by Oubre on defense. That's like the 4th game in a row that he's had that happen. Maxey again, all the way towards the Sixers cup. Who goes up with a shot? It's up and in. He went towards the cup and then backed up and hit a big-time shot just from the near elbow and called it 81-71, all provided by Kelly Oubre Jr.'s defense. Rozier steps back, finds Butler over on the near corner. Butler almost got his pocket picked by Kyle Lowry. It's blocked, though, by Batum. Batum to Maxey, who's off to the races. Right-handed layup, no. And Reed tried to follow through with it. And they're going to say that it's Miami basketball, and the Heat will have it back as it goes out of bounds over towards the Sixers baseline. Just a nice sequence of events. Oubre just getting another chase down block over Terry Rozier, and that led to a nice bucket by Tyrese Maxey, who was able to zigzag past the defense, and it was Bam Adebayo that tried to contest his jumper, and Maxey was able to drain it. 26 for Tyrese Maxey. Needs one more assist to get himself a double-double. 26, 9, and 6 for the kid. So 4 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in this third quarter. Caleb Martin, Nikola Jovic, Bam Adebayo, Terry Rozier, and Haywood Highsmith out there for the Heat. Bouncer all the way to Bam Adebayo as the Heat go from right to left. Adebayo taking on Paul Reed. 2 6'9" guys going at it. Adebayo jumper over Reed. Got it. Connects. That's what he does. He has a double-double, 14 points, 10 boards, and he's 6 for 14 shooting-wise from the field. Kelly Oubre Jr. and the Sixers will try to initiate some offense. Buddy Hield back out there for the Sixers, too, as a three-point sniper. Oubre at the foul line goes up with a contested jumper. Off the mark. Reed trying to fight for the rebound, and Adebayo boxes him out and grabs the miss. Rozier out in transition, trying to spin and go up against Oubre and go down the lane against Batum. He lays it up and in. How about spinning not once but twice? Got past Oubre at the top of the key and down low to Nico Batum. Oubre goes down with a little sledgehammer. He was on the near corner and took it all the way towards the baseline, and he sledged it in. That's how you answer back with a little layup of your own, or a dunk, I should say. 83-75, and an offensive foul called on Jaquez. It was actually on Nikola Jovic. Jaquez comes into the game. Jovic tried to elbow Kelly Oubre Jr., and Oubre says, you can't do that, and I'll signal a charge, because that is what you do. All right, so Oubre just able to provide a lot of viciousness with that dunk, and just played good defense on the other side. He's been the spark plug off the Sixers bench, and they needed that, even though he was in the starting lineup today. But that's what they'll be in the days to come. Here comes the Sixers. Buddy Hield catches, lets it fly from the far wing, off the mark. Jovic is able to reset and collect the loose change. Terry Rozier again over on the near side. Goes to the far wing. It's Nikola Jovic from near wing to far wing. And Jovic knocks down the tray again. 83-78. And the Heat on a little scoring run themselves. The Sixers trying to put an end and capitalize. Maxey with some crossover moves. Spinning, fading, jumper. Yes! How did he hit that? Just some crossover sizzle fizzle moves by Tyrese Maxey with a lot of misdirection. Again, a three by Rozier. It's up too strong. Maxey collects the change again. 2:40 left to go in the third quarter. Sixers up by 7. Maxey gets it over towards the top of the near wing and dribbles around the timeline. He's at the logo. He's looking at a 2-3 zone. He steps back, lets it fly from the parking lot. No. And Rozier grabs the rebound. Terry Rozier out in transition. He's been pretty cold in this second half so far, but he'll throw it away and get it back. Rozier tries to throw it again. He throws it back to Paul Reed. Reed to Hield out in transition. Can't get the layup. And Jovic, he stepped out of bounds. Jovic stepped out of bounds, and they were also going to call a foul on the Heat as well. So just to reset a little bit with what just happened there, Rozier had a play where he threw it. It bounced off the hands of Batum. Reed tried to go for it down low over towards the he tried to go for it over towards the top of the key, but it was just a fight for the loose ball, if you will. Then it was turned over. Rozier had it back, and Reed just got the steal. And then Buddy Hield was able to take it to the cup, but they didn't say that he finished it, and it was a foul called, and we have a timeout called. I don't know if it's a challenge or not, but with 2:07 to go, that is how much time is left in this third quarter. Wish I would have closed that out better. So the Blue Coats lost 119-112, and their season is over. So they lost in Maine to the Maine Celtics, and the Celtics will now play against the winner, I believe, of this Stockton-Santa Cruz game, which starts at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. JJ, this is the best game you have called in the last month. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think it's up there, too. I think it's up there. I think it's one of the good ones, for sure. You were on top of it all. Yep. Thank you. Sweating bullets. Sometimes it's hit or miss, when you're doing these things. But tonight is a good one. Tonight's a really good one. If you are new, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Turn on the bell icons, and that way you'll know when I go live. We got 33 people on here watching. If we have not gotten to the 30 like mark yet, come on, let's change that. We're at 35. Okay, good. We're good. Bembot, man, what's going on? Let's go Sixers. Finish and win out this game, Sixers. Come on. I agree. I 1,000% am with you. 28 points for Tyrese Maxey. He needs 1 more assist and 3 rebounds to get himself a triple-double. Okay? And, well, this is a good time to ask, when was the last time Tyrese Maxey had a triple-double? That's a great question. Very, very great question. Maxey had a triple-double. That's what I want to know. He's not had a triple-double in his career. How about that? He's never gotten a triple-double in his career. I didn't know that. This would be the first triple-double that he's ever had. All right, so Maxey has 28 points, as we just mentioned. Buddy Hield is at the foul line, and he makes the first foul shot to make it now a 8-point lead. Maxey 28, 9, and 7. He's just 4 for 10, though, from 3. He made his first 2 threes in the first quarter and has gone 2 for 8 since then. 87-78 as Buddy Hield knocks down both foul shots. And the Sixers have to play defense again. Embiid back out there for the last 2 minutes of this third quarter. Jaquez being his tag. And he'll try to lob it down low to Jimmy Butler over on the block. Butler taking on Buddy Hield. And he'll try to spin, fade, go up with a 2. Short. Love got the rebound. And here's Jaquez, who's in the dunker spot, lays it up and lays it in. Actually really banked it in. An unorthodox shot by him, but he's able to hit the 2. Embiid gets the dribble handoff from Payne. They swing it around the timeline. Hield wide open for 3. It's off the mark over towards the left side. He tried to shoot it from the near corner, that is, and he just could not make it. Rozier dribbles around the screen that's set by Love. Love gets wide open for 3, and the Sixers almost had to Literally dodged a bullet there. Oubre got the rebound, tries to find Embiid down low. It's intercepted, though, by Jaquez. Terrible pass, terrible read. Jaquez back to Rozier, wide open on the left side. Got it. Terry Rozier is now 5 for 9 from downtown, and he's starting to get cooking again. 19 points for him. Healed and Payne tried to get it back to each other. They play another game of catch. Embiid, the monkey in the middle, goes up with a layup, and he missed the bunny. Jaquez leading the charge on the other side. It's 4-on-3 ball. Rozier for 3. Too strong. Offensive rebound by Butler. Butler goes up with a shot, and it's good. It's a 2-point game now, and the Heat have responded over the last minute and 20 seconds. Just got a box out, and the effort on the defensive side was not good whatsoever. Healed to Payne. Payne will try to do something with it. He looks a little bit confused. Payne gets it back from Buddy Hield, and now Embiid is over at the foul line. The traffic coming. Embiid goes up with a shot. Thought he was fouled, and Love got the rebound again. 20 seconds to go. Shot clock unplugged. Martin on the far corner. Down low to Jimmy Butler, and Butler ties the game with a dunk. It's 87-87, and he's fouled as well. The foul called on the Sixers with 13.3 seconds to go. Cam Payne guilty for the foul. And the crowd at the Casillas Center is erupting. I don't really like this transition defense that the Sixers have played over the last minute and 20 seconds. They're just not getting back, and the Heat are beating them on even the little plays. They're just out-hustling them, and that's why Tyrese Maxey's coming back in for KJ Martin. I don't really like that lineup out there, too, by Nick Nurse. But it's Embiid, Maxey, Oubre, Payne, and Hield. Haywood Highsmith will also step in for Terry Rozier, and Butler's going to go to the line for one more. Jimmy has 14 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds as well. He's now 34 years old, averaging 21 points per game this season, which is 35th in the league, and 5.5 rebounds and 5 assists to go along with that, and gives the Heat their first lead of the second half, 88-87, as he knocks down the 15-foot line shots. The Sixers will inbound it, 13 3/10 of a second to go. Maxey gets it, not wasting any time. 8 seconds to go as he's in the Sixers front court in between the circles. Maxey looking from left to right, gives it back to Embiid. Embiid step back three-pointer, it's up, no. Healed, rebound, that's no good either. And that's going to do it. As we go into the fourth quarter, the Sixers, they ended that quarter really, really poorly. They trail by 1, and we go to the fourth. All right. I'm going to ask you a Sixers trivia question. If you are just tuning in for the very, very first time, my name is Jason Joseph. We need 10 more subscribers to get to 1,900. If you have a friend, if you have family, okay, tell them to come on here, help a brother out. Let's get to 1,900 subscribers. We got 42 people on here watching. I'm going to ask you a Sixers trivia question, and if you get the answer correct, you'll hear this. If you get the answer wrong, you'll hear this. Okay. So I want to know, after his stint as head coach of the New York Knicks, Jeff Van Gundy was named the head coach of what team in 2003? What team was he on in 2003? I'm so mad. I have a hate relationship, a love-hate relationship with Jimmy Butler. I agree with that. Jimmy's sitting on the bench. I love you. I love you too, Grace. I really do. Y'all are the best. The Orlando Magic. That is incorrect. The Rockets. That is correct. So Jeff Van Gundy, who was on the New York Knicks, was named head coach of the Houston Rockets in 2003. So that is correct. Ryan got it correct. Dartmouth was incorrect. And so was JC. They jinxed each other. They wrote it at the same exact time. Y'all are the best, man. Not the Sixers. That's why they hate us. Gundy sucks. Hey, he's a good, I'm a fan of him as an analyst. I really am. I think he does a good job there. Was he a good head coach? I don't know. I can't really say. I didn't really get to watch Jeff Van Gundy coach a lot. I got to see Mark Jackson coach a little bit. And I bring up Mark Jackson because I really did enjoy those NBA Finals calls with Mike Breen, Mark Jackson, and Jeff Van Gundy. Those were really, really awesome. All right, we got 41 people on here watching. I want to make sure that you all know to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you would like to donate to the channel too, by all means, you're totally more than welcome to do that. One more subscriber till we get, one more like till we get to 40, and 10 more subscribers till we get to 1,900. I'm usually not somebody that bangs on the subscriber drum that much, but I just want to get to 1,900, man. We're like sniffing it. We're so close. We go to the fourth quarter. The Sixers down by 1. And how about this for a change of a story? The Knicks also leaded 87-84 against the Kings. The Kings had a very big lead, and now they're down by 3. The Heat won the tip-off. Therefore, they have the ball. Heat go from right to left. Butler goes down the lane. Goes past Batum, that is, and he has daylight and gets the layup to fall. Got it on the left side of the baseline, 90-87. We're 25 seconds into this fourth quarter. Maxey hands it off to KJ Martin. The Sixers lineup, it's Batum, Embiid, Maxey, Martin, and Payne. And Batum throws it away. Hawkes receives it. Hawkes to to Caleb Martin. It's blocked by Tyrese Maxey as he goes up for a 3. Love goes up with a shot, and Embiid gets called for a goaltending, I believe. Yes, he does. Embiid tried to block it, but it went above the rim, and therefore that is, by definition, a goaltend. 92-87, already a 4-0 run for this Heat to start off the fourth quarter. Sixers looking to just stop the bleeding again. Maxey dribbles over with his left hand. He's at the logo. Batum to Maxey. Maxey thought about pulling up. Good defensive rotation set, though, by the Heat. Here's Embiid for 2. No. KJ Martin can't finish it, though, on the putback jam. How did he not finish it? Oh, it was a bunny. And Miami got the rebound out of that. That is crazy. Man, oh, man, how did you not finish? That was such a soft finish, kind of like Tobias the other day. Butler hands it back off to Love for a 3, and Kevin Love cans the 3 from the top of the key, and it's now a 7-0 run in the fourth quarter. Sixers trying to silence the crowd. Maxey dribble handoff to Payne. Payne to Maxey. Maxey looking for an Embiid over towards his left. Embiid to Batum, and Batum throws it away once again. Nico Batum just finds Hawkes. Hawkes down low to Martin, and the defense for the Sixers trying to reset here. Butler at the three-point line on the near corner, takes a jab step, puts up a 3. That one goes in and out, and the Sixers have a little bit of life, I guess, after that shot. Maxey to Embiid. Embiid to Maxey for 3. On the far wing. In and out again. Batum fighting for the rebound. KJ Martin has it. Good job by Batum to get it. Embiid back to Maxey. Wide open on the far side. Trey. Yes! A catch and shoot 3 for Tyrese Maxey. And the Sixers back down by 5. Man, Nico Batum and his passing skills in this fourth quarter have just not been up to par, to say the least. Love to Caleb Martin. Martin being heavily guarded by Tyrese Maxey. Kevin Love now tries to get a switch over Nico Batum. The 3 is short, and Maxey leaps up for the board over Caleb Martin. 9:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. So Maxey and Embiid have combined to score 60 points. Maxey to Payne from way downtown. Got it! Cam Payne able to hit it from another area code from 27 feet. Just inside the logo. A 6-0 run for the Sixers. Love with the alley-oop pass, and that's good to Jimmy Butler, who went high and low. 97-93, and the Heat come back with a bucket, and that puts them up by 2 possessions. Maxey throws it, and the ball kicks Haywood Highsmith. It's a kickball violation, and the Sixers will still have the ball. The Philadelphia 76ers lost their first game of this regular season series to the Heat on Christmas Day, and then they lost the second game on Valentine's Day. Then they played the day after St. Patrick's Day and were able to win. Today, though, no holiday whatsoever. It's just actually the second day that Joel Embiid has played in since he's come back. Embiid gets it in between the circles, and he tries to go up with a shot. He volleyballs it to Kyle Lowry, and it actually went over Lowry's head. And that's a Sixers turnover. That's now their 4th turnover of this quarter. Not good basketball by them whatsoever. Embiid lost it. It went out of bounds. Have to keep your eye on the turnovers here for the Sixers. The 76ers have a total of 10 turnovers, but a lot of them coming in this fourth quarter. 3 turnovers in the quarter so far. Here we go. There's a 3. That's up by Hawkes. No. Offensive rebound by Kevin Love. Love, step back. Jay again. Got it. Just from the short corner, And it's a 6-point game. Kevin Love, give him a lot of credit for just hitting or getting some big offensive rebounds. Embiid over at the top of the perimeter finds Maxey. Maxey pump fake, step back, three-pointer, and he can't hit it. It's Kevin Love again with the rebound, and it's snagged away by Batum. Batum to Lowry. Lowry to Maxey. Maxey finds Lowry again. Batum over on the near wing at the three-point line, and Kyle Lowry tries to reset. Lowry, three-pointer, in and out again, and it's another rebound by Haywood Highsmith. The shots aren't falling, and Cam Payne trying to play defense again. This is just absolutely not good for the Sixers, and the timeout is called. Did they call it for time, or is there a foul called? I don't know. All right, so a timeout called. This time it is by the Sixers with 7:42 left to go, and they'll be right back. Don't know if it's by the Sixers yet. Hey, my friend, how you doing tonight? How are you doing tonight? I'm doing good. I thought you were talking to yourself. Are you doing WrestleMania Saturday night and Sunday night? Nope, I'm not doing that, Ken. What's up, Ken, though? How you doing, man? How you doing, dude? What's up, Larry? Larry's back on here. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe and turn on the bell icon, and that way you know when I go live. Didn't even say who called a timeout. I just want to play the song on my channel, man. We're live for the Phillies, the Sixers, and the Eagles. We'll be back on for the Phillies game tomorrow night. Phillies are in Washington, D.C. against the Nationals. Hopefully the weather's good down there and that we'll have a game that starts on time. I appreciate that. DFJ was really good the other night, says Bob. Good. Yeah, DFJ is a student of the game. I really like him. He provides something different, kind of like, I want to say like what JJ Redick's trying to do, like trying to provide more schematics like of the game, and I like that. I think that that's really cool, and that's what he tries to do for the Sixers. He's really a guy that just studies plays left and right. He can watch old games. He can actually sit down, watch old games, study NBA players and different types of defensive zones. Honestly, he's really, really good at that. Very smart and informative. Let's do a raid. I just did a raid. I did a raid in halftime. So, no more time to get the W. Need to hear the song. I agree. 1,000%. 45 people on here watching. Hit the thumbs up button. And 10 more subs till we get to 1,900. If you'd like to donate to the channel, please feel free to do so. All you got to do is hit that super chat button down below. So, Kevin Love has been the difference maker of this fourth quarter so far. He's been getting very big, timely rebounds, and the Sixers have really not been able to box him out. And that's been a problem. That's been a very, very big problem. But they had a 16-point lead in the first quarter at one point. They were on a 14-0 run. Or that was a 12-0 run to start off the game. So they're reviewing something because it was it's not a foul or anything, but Kevin Love just had a head knock into Nico Batum's right elbow, so he's been getting stitched up a little bit. He was bleeding on the right side of his head and also on the elbow to go along with that. 11 points for him and 14 rebounds off the bench. He has been really, really sharp in this game. 32. He's a plus 32 on the floor. And that's why the bench for this Heat has been outperforming the Sixers bench as of now. All right. So we have, I don't know why I closed out on that. I'm trying to see how much, if we're out of a timeout yet. And we're not. Butler, Love, Highsmith, Martin, and Jaquez all out there for the Heat. Jaquez, mind you, in his first game against the Sixers this year, had 31 points and was 11 for 15 from the field, the guy that went to UCLA. Jimmy Butler gets the inbound, and the Heat have the rock. So Butler tries to go to the baseline, goes up with a shot. That was Jaquez, and Jaquez got fouled at the very, very last second. So Butler had to hand it off to Jaquez, and Payne believe got called for the shooting foul. And with 7:33 to go, the Sixers, are they going to challenge this? They said a timeout was called. I don't know if ESPN was late on the timeout call or whatnot. Nope, they are going to challenge it, huh? Okay. So the Sixers will challenge. If they win this challenge, then they'll still retain their timeout. They have 3 left. The Heat have 4. And I'm curious to see what is going to be ruled here. So Mark Davis and JT Orr go into the headsets. So that was really quick. He is a really smart guy, for sure. Again, in case you are tuning in, a lot of things at stake here tonight. If you look at the standings over towards your right side of the screen, the Miami Heat are in 6th place. If the Sixers beat the Heat, okay, they will. The Sixers will then be a half a game behind them in the standings. They'll be tied with the head-to-head record in the regular season, and all they have to do is just have the better conference play record, and then they get the tiebreaker against them. But this is a really huge game, and if Philadelphia is not able to win this would probably mean, for the most likely part, unless something happened to Indiana or Miami here, that the Sixers will probably not only be in the play-in tournament, but they'll probably be the 8th seed as well. You need a win here. It's big to get a win. This is a big game. If you lose this game, you're essentially locked into the play-in, and you're an 8th seed. So you're probably going to have to play Miami again in the play-in tournament, or Indiana. And I don't know how I feel about that. But let's try to get the W, man. After the game tonight, we're going to be going on for a post-game show. I do want to get you guys more involved, so please join the Discord server. I'm going to copy and paste that into the link. I would love to hear what your thoughts are about this team and about this game. We're going to be doing more of these after each and every game. We're bringing them back, especially for all the playoff games. We want to get you guys on the phones and get you more active and give you guys your have you guys give your thoughts on this team for sure. So there's still no they're still not back yet. We're gonna create an event. I gotta give you guys the Discord. I gotta copy and paste it down low. I can do that. I want to get more active on the Discord. I really, really do. That would be so awesome. Edit my channel. No, I want to do not events. Okay, we'll create an event first. It'll be a voice channel. We'll call it Sixers Postgame. And we'll set the time for 10:30. 10 o'clock. Okay. All right, so the event is created. All right. So here's the event. Let me know if this link works. This is where we're going to be at the end of the game. 51 people on here watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And the first foul shot by Jaquez is off the mark. Too strong. It's 99-93, so the challenge is confirmed. Call is confirmed, and the Sixers do lose a timeout there. I didn't think that was a good challenge anyways, but regardless, the Heat are able to reach the century mark first on the second free throw. 193. Sixers trying to get back into this game. They're not out of it per se, but they could use some buckets. Embiid not back out there, and neither is maxey is in there. Reed tries to go up with a shot, and we do have a very late foul call on Kevin Love. Oubre had it. He was trying to take it all the way towards the far elbow, and Love fouled him there. Jaquez really fouled Reed, and that's why Reed's going to the line. B-ball Paul's first foul shot. It's too strong. Reed wearing his white headband. 4 points tonight. 2 for 2 from the field. And the second foul shot, he drains it. So it's a 6-point ball game in Miami. Heat lead it 194, a 12-7 run to start off the fourth quarter. out at the Casilla Center. Butler dribbles around. Another screen set by Jaquez. Butler gets it back and finds Caleb Martin wide open for a three. Off the mark, and it's tattooed all the way back to Caleb Martin. Jimmy Butler and the offense reset. The Sixers just not getting enough offensive rebounds. Love wide open for three. Jaquez tries to get the board, and Paul Reed is able to get it. Jaquez tipped it, but Reed got it. Maxey tries to go down low. Reed tries to fight for the loose ball. Reed throws it to Lowry. Lowry back to Maxey. They're playing scrappy defense, this Heat team that is. Shot goes up, and we do have a foul called on Tyrese Maxey. A charge as Love just planted his feet, and the Sixers, I don't think they can challenge this here. Let's look again. Maxey tried to be assertive. That was Caleb Martin that actually set his feet, and that was the right call. His feet were set perfectly, and just a good veteran move by him. 6.5 minutes to go. Sixers trying to get the win here. Adebayo goes down low, and we have a foul on the Sixers. It's Kelly Oubre Jr. who gets fouled. Or we had the foul on him. So that's a shooting foul on Oubre. Bam Adebayo, or Jimmy Butler, tried to be assertive and take him all the way towards the bucket. But Butler's going to go to the line. And we have some more free throws coming up. Man, these last two quarters for the Sixers have not been so dominant. Butler knocks down the first free throw. He has 19 in this game. And 5 assists to go along with that. 3 rebounds, 2. And he makes both of them. So it's a 7-point game, or an 8-point game now with about 6:26 to go in this fourth quarter. Don't know what the Sixers are going to do just yet. It's Maxey, Lowry, Oubre, Martin, and Reed for Philadelphia. Martin down low, has to kick it out to Maxey. Tyrese Maxey steps back, puts up an elbow jumper, and got it! T-Max with the maximum effort. 33 points for him. 10 assists to go along with that. Butler dribble handoff to Martin. Martin kicks it back out and tries to find, that's Haywood Highsmith, and we have a personal foul on Lowry. Sixers have got to be careful because that's, I know that's Lowry's first personal foul, but if they continue to foul here, that's not going to be a good thing. So here's the inbound pass to Caleb Martin. Martin to Butler over on the left side. He's on the perimeter. Butler now steps inside, kicks it back out to Jaquez for a three on the far corner. No. And it's volleyballed all the way out to Caleb Martin. That's now the 8th offensive rebound in this quarter for the Heat. Martin wide open off the pass by Butler. He can't get it, and Paul Reed tries to get the rebound this time, and he does. Got it to go. Tyrese Maxey again trying to initiate the offense and get some space for the Sixers. Lowry back to Maxey at the top of the perimeter. Maxey takes a couple jab steps, finds Oubre. Oubre's three-pointer from the far wing. It goes in and out. Lowry couldn't get the rebound. Kevin Love got his 15th rebound of the game. Love down low to Butler, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Sixers ball. They're just down by 6, but it feels like they should be down by a lot more with about 5:13 remaining in the fourth quarter. Maxey gets it, and he's at the logo. Bounces it back to Lowry. Lowry having a staring contest with Butler. Another bouncer to KJ Martin down low. Martin over Love. Yes! Martin was just over in the dunker spot. It's 102-98, and the Heat call for time. They have 3 left after this timeout, and it'll be interesting to see if Joel comes back in right now. Sixers down by 4. And you want to know when this move is going to happen. How about the feed from Kyle Lowry to KJ Martin down low? And Martin had some words to say to Kevin Love. All right, I'm going to take a very, very quick step off. I will be right back in just a few moments. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell icons, and we'll be right back. See you very, very soon. How you all doing? What's up, Snow? How you doing, man? We got 51 people on here watching. I love each and every one of you, man. We've been doing this for quite some time now. If you are new to the channel, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Hit the bell icon, and that way you'll know when I go live. We need 9 more subscribers to get us to 1,900. That is our goal for today. But we also want to give you the best play-by-play content. That's the #1 goal, as always. If you love the Sixers, if you love the Phillies, and if you love the Eagles, we are on for every single game. We show a lot of passion, and we give it our all every single day, our blood, sweat, and our tears doing this because we want to get reps and because we want to give you guys the best type of broadcasting experience out there for those of you that are not able to watch the game, or if you like to watch the game but you want to listen to somebody else call it. That's what we do on here, man. What's up, Snow? How you doing, man? So let's see here. The Heat just called a timeout. Sixers are only down by 4. They've been very cold in this fourth quarter. Only put up 11 points, and they're going to need their hero to come back out pretty soon. 5:01 left in the fourth quarter. And the biggest thing about tonight is Maxey has 33 points, 10 assists, and 8 rebounds. And Joel has 29 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists to go along with that. He's been doing a pretty good job in his play for sure. All right, so Reed's still out there as the center. Terry Rozier goes down low over Kyle Lowry, and Lowry wins that battle. Paul Reed got the rebound. Here's Tyrese Maxey again over on the near side of the Casilla Center. Dribbles over towards the left. He's being double-teamed. Has to pass it out to Martin. Dribble handoff to Maxey to Martin. Martin goes up with a shot. He lost it, and it's going to be Miami basketball. Martin thought he was fouled. I thought he was fouled, but they didn't call it. 102-98, and 4:31 left to go. Mark Davis there, right in front of him. Oh, that is clearly a foul. Love didn't even get all ball, but regardless, it's Heat basketball, and Nick Nurse all in Mark Davis's face. Jimmy Butler has the rock. He's being guarded by Kyle Lowry. Dribbles over towards the left, and now he's in the short corner. Tries to go with a shot, and Lowry is able to get the steal off the pass. That was actually a bad pass there. Maxey to Oubre. Oubre out in transition. Goes up with a shot. He got it. Got the left-handed layup to go. It was really Butler that lost it, and Kyle Lowry snagged it out of his hands. That's what really happened. 102-100. 44 points in the paint for the Heat. 36 for the Sixers. Rozier back to Love. Love to Rozier. Step back 3. Terry Rozier off the mark. Oubre with the rebound. Sixers could tie it with a 2 or go ahead with a 3 for 1 point. They could take the lead with a 3. That's what I meant to say. Maxey back to Oubre. Oubre's three-pointer. Got it! Kelly Oubre, K9 from the near corner, and the Sixers take a 1-point lead. This is what he does in the fourth quarter. Who says that I can't step up in the fourth quarter? That's what Oubre does. And it doesn't matter if he shoots a 3 or hits a 2. He makes an impact. Crazy. Timeout called by the Heat again. Sorry I'm late. That shot was huge, man. Yes. What's up, Ken? What's up, Grace? We got 54 people on here. The name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. Loving this game. Yeah, I would love it if we get a win, man. So does Larry says yes. That's great. If you enjoy the best sportscaster, subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. Y'all are the best, man. So this link does work. Does the link work? Let me try it again. If you wanted to join the Discord, we are going to be on live taking phone calls. We are going to be on taking phone calls after this game. So let me know if this link right here works. I would really, really like to know because I want to get you guys involved. I want to see what your thoughts are on this game. Support the channel and smash that like button and subscribe. Let's get to JJ to 2,000. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Spike the like, baby. What's up, Snow? Okay. All right, thumbs up. Good. Good. That means, I guess, that it works. I like that. Oubre, man. Big time stuff. All right, so here we go. 3:30 left to go. Embiid back in action. Adebayo with the ball. Dribble handoff to Butler as the Heat go from right to left. Butler gets 1 foot in and out of the three-point line and he'll hand it off to Rozier. Rozier has Oubre falling down. Rozier's three. No. And an offensive rebound by Rozier. How did it go? All the way to him in the far corner. Rozier dribbles around the timeline. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Embiid on him. Rozier tries to step back. Rozier inside the lane goes up with a turnaround jumper. It's short again. And Maxey got the rebound. Good contest by Embiid and Oubre. And the Sixers have a 1-point lead with 2:53 to go. Maxey trying to slow the tempo down. Maxey, Embiid, Oubre, Martin, and Lowry all out there. Who would have thought that KJ Martin would be out there in the closing part of the lineup? Maxey gets it. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Step back three from the near corner. Got it! Inside the three-point line, and Tyrese Maxey now with 35. Looking for his first career triple-double. 35 points for him. He needs one more rebound to get the triple-double. 11 assists for him as well. All right, so Butler over on the near wing. 2:20 left to go. Butler gets it trapped. He passes it back out to Adebayo. Adebayo's three is a little short. It was really a foul line jumper, and Lowry got the rebound. It did not go into Maxey's hands. Oh, come on, Kyle. You got to give Maxey his first career triple-double. You know you want to, but you also do have to win the game, mind you. 105-102. 2 minutes left to go. Maxey standing over at the logo. Dribbles over towards the right side. Maxey, dribble handoff to Embiid at the foul line. Embiid, 2 jab steps. One more. 2.5 seconds left. The shot's up. It's a little short. Not a good shot by Embiid. And Butler comes up with a loose change again. Butler dribble handoff to Caleb Martin. Martin going down low underneath the basket. Dribble handoff to Terry Rozier. Rozier back to Caleb Martin again. At the top of the key. Being guarded by Kelly Oubre. Dribble handoff. But Butler lost it. And Oubre comes up with it. Oh, Oubre goes over Butler. It's a layup. Yes! It's the last 9 out of the last 12 points that's been scored by Kelly Oubre Jr. 107-102. He's been going on a tangent all by himself. 18 points for him. Butler gets trapped down low. Butler tries to go up with a shot, and Embiid tries to fight for a jump ball. And I believe we will have a jump ball with 1:18 left to go. I can't believe that Kelly Oubre Jr. just played terrific defense on Jimmy Buckets. They call him Playoff Jimmy for a reason, and Butler just was able to snag it out of his hands, and he went down towards the foul line, and he made a layup out of it. So it's 107-102. Butler and Embiid, who've been teammates before, are going head-to-head for this jump ball right here. 1 minute and 18 seconds to go. We're coming down to the wire. Embiid stands at 7'2", and Jimmy Butler on the other side, he stands at 6'7". Embiid with the height advantage, of course. There's Mark Davis, who's going to be the referee, initiating the jump ball here. It's over at the Miami Heat foul line. Lowry trying to tell his team to get into position here. All right, so here's the jump ball. Embiid has it. It goes into the hands of Oubre, and the Sixers have the rock. A fresh 24 for them. Maxey dribbles into the Sixers front court, and this right here could be a big shot. Very big possession here for the Sixers. Again, Maxey in between the circles, being guarded by Jimmy Butler. Double team coming. Here's Lowry. Lowry to Embiid. 5 seconds left. Embiid's three. Oh, it's way too strong. Haywood Highsmith got the rebound. Sixers have to reset on defense. Caleb Martin dribble, hands it off again to Terry Rozier. 49 seconds to go. Rozier on the far side goes up with a three. It's up, and that's good. Terry Rozier. What a shot. It's a 2-point game. Martin played really good defense, and Rozier makes it a 2-point ball game. Just absolutely ridiculous. 38 seconds to go. Maxey at the top of the perimeter. He wanted to ISO over Jimmy, and now he's going to back out. 9 on the shot clock. Maxey step back 2 from the near elbow. No. And the Heat could tie it with a 2 or go ahead with a 3 for a 1-point lead. Again, Rozier steps back over Maxey. 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. 3 seconds separating the shot clock from the game clock. Lowry tries to wait for the loose ball. It goes into the hands of Butler. Butler with 8 seconds on the shot clock. He's over on the far side. He's at the 3-point line. Goes up with the 3. It's up. And that one goes in and out. Offensive rebound. But stolen back by Maxey. Tyrese Maxey trying to play keep away. And it gets fouled with 0.8 of a second to go. The ball deflected right off of Bam Adebayo's shoe. Maxey just picked it right up. And with 0.8 of a second to go, Tyrese Maxey will try to ice the game. And the fans are absolutely stunned. We do have a timeout called on the court with 0.8 of a second to go. They're trying to pick up some, I don't know, there's some debris that is literally on the court, and they're trying to get the ground crew to just sweep all that stuff up. But how about the defense by Oubre? Butler had the look for three. It was rebounded by Highsmith, and Highsmith was actually the one that just got it bounced off of his right foot. And Maxey came up with a loose change, and he just almost got out of the hands of Haywood Highsmith for a foul. So now the Sixers will have to inbound it here. Lowry tries to give it to Maxey, and Maxey gets fouled with 0.5 of a second to go. The Heat do have a timeout left. Literally 0.5 of a second. I don't even think that's enough to get a shot off. The Sixers probably should just make the first free throw here, and this should be the dagger. What a game, man. That was a personal foul on Haywood Highsmith. 0.5 of a second to go in what could be a very big win for the Sixers. Maxey did not get his triple-double. If he misses the foul shot, though, and grabs his own rebound before the clock expires, he gets it. First foul shot by Maxey. It's up, and he gets the friendly bounce. It hit the front of the rim, then the back of the rim, and just went on in at the last second. It's 108 to 105. Now they're talking things over with Nick Nurse, seeing what he wants them to do. Kevin Love will come on in. You might just want to close the deal here with the next free throw. 108-105. The next foul shot. It's up, and that's good. Nothing but net for Maxey. Love's going to inbound it, and that's the ball game. The Sixers able to hang on and beat the Heat, and they're able to climb the standings as well. Let's go, baby. 109-105, Sixers win. Oh, what a game. Clap your hands, everybody, for Philadelphia.
76ers, stomp your feet, everybody.
They won. Let's go.
76ers, here they come. On the run, stand up and cheer. Number one, Philadelphia. Here they come, team of the year.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
109, baby.
10, 9, 8, 76ers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10, 9, 8, 76ers.
Wow. Wow, man. We're going to do a post-game show, man. We're going to do a post-game show. I want to hear what your thoughts are. We're going to start that right now. I'm literally going to have this on for you guys. I want to hear what your thoughts are. This was a very great win by the Sixers. You knew that after they started off really strong, that Miami was not going to keep that up, and they were going to be able to build better defensive zones. I have to tell you that the Heat really did have their chances at the end of this game to take it, and the Sixers were able to just close them out. Haywood Highsmith had the rebound. They were out-rebounding the Sixers so heavily with offensive boards in that fourth quarter, and that last one there that just got away from Haywood Highsmith, that was the game. Crazy. Really, really wild stuff. All right, I'm going to open up this event. We're going to have you guys come on. Please let me know if this works for you guys. Again, apologize about, where is it? I want to make sure I have the event up. I want to apologize about the sound effects. Sixers post-game join. Where is it? Disconnect. Just disconnect. What the heck? Oh, it's a Hangout voice call? That's not what I wanted. Come on, man. I really literally just screwed this up. So we're going to do this again. I'm going to make you a whatchamacallit, and we're going to talk about this game. All right, because this was really awesome. This was a great win by the Sixers. I was really, really happy that they took care of business. They won this game, and they made their shots at the end. Maxey and Embiid played really, really well together. This was a very good game. from so many different aspects, and even though it got sloppy at times, that's just how Sixers basketball goes. But the big important thing is that they got the job done. I'm so happy we were able to capitalize. I agree with that for sure. I really, really do. Why is this a Hangout voice chat? That's not what I want. That's not what I want. I want an event, and I don't know. Why is this not working? Start the event. It's a live call. There we go. That's better. So here we go. I'm going to post this in the link, and I want you guys to join the Discord. Come on over to the event. If you have any thoughts, in this game, if you have anything that you want to say, please make sure that you join the Discord, hop onto the phones, and let's do that. Lauren, what's up, Lauren? Let's go Sixers, baby. JJ, what a call. That was fun, man. That was absolutely fun. Again, join the Discord server. Please let me know if this works for you guys down low. We just started the event, so hop onto the phones. Hop onto the phones, baby. JC, if you want to come on, please feel free to do so. Snooter, thanks in advance for being on every Sixers stream from now on. Absolutely. All right, let's update these standings, shall we? Let's do that really quickly while we have more people coming on and tuning in on Discord. So I'll try, Larry, says Snooter. What else? What else do we have going on? Let's update this, and then I will actually give you my actual thoughts before you guys come on in. All right, so there are the standings. Good. Sixers are a half game behind them now. Den Bruce says, nice. Yep, so come on over to the Discord, and this is what, and that's all you got to do. So my biggest takeaways tonight, Embiid played really, really well. In the first couple of minutes, he made an impact already. I can't really understand why the Heat didn't really double-team him as much as I would have thought that they were going to. From the jump, the Thunder did. And I was kind of, like, when I really thought about it during that fourth quarter, I was thinking, I don't really think that they double-teamed him as much in the beginning. And they really just made him get to wherever he wanted to. And he was making shots. And Maxey was the biggest difference maker of the game. But also, let's give Oubre his flowers, man. Let's give Oubre his flowers because he played really well down the stretch. He led the Sixers on what was a 5-0 run. It didn't really have the best game by his standards, but 18 points. He was 2 for 6 from 3. He had that one big 3 to make it a 2-point game, and that was big. Who would have thought that KJ Martin would actually be closing out the game? Who would have thought? That's just so weird to me. They didn't want to put in Batum. Batum was a negative out there, even though they say he was plus 14. He didn't have any points today. 7 assists and 4 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block. He played okay, but, man, I'm happy that Nick Nurse stuck with that lineup at the end. It worked with KJ Martin out there without Tobias Harris. I was really, really happy that they pulled it out. I didn't like that third quarter lineup where they had Payne, Lowry, and Hield out there with 3 guards, and Maxey was coming off the bench. That is not going to work in the playoffs. You can't do that because that lineup is going to get destroyed, and I don't like it when they play with a small ball lineup because I don't think it works. I think that you need to have Oubre at the 4 at times, and then Reed, if he comes in to play the 5, that would be nice, and I'd be okay with that. But the small guard lineup, it doesn't work with this team. It really doesn't, and I'm tired of them trying that out. I know that Toby was out tonight, but I hope that stops. We needed 9 more subs to reach our goal. Again, come onto the Discord and join me and give me your thoughts on this game. We're going to be going live for every single Sixers game from now on until the end of the season, until the end of their run, okay? That's what we're going to do. This was a gutsy win out in Miami. And now they're a half game behind the Heat. They're now 1 game behind the Pacers. They have a shot of getting this 6th seed now. It's not done yet. You thought it was all done because Embiid, he didn't think he was going to come back till the last week, and he came back a little early. And I think that they can get this. I think that they can actually really avoid the play-in tournament, and it's not just a dream anymore. It's a reality. And if they can do that, that's fantastic. That's really fantastic. So proud of Nick Nurse, proud of the team for fighting through all the adversity that they've dealt with. You know, Eric Spoelstra deserves a lot of credit. Eric Spoelstra is the head coach for the Miami Heat. He deserves a lot of credit tonight because, this is a guy who really understands how to put his team in a position to succeed. He gets all these scrappy guys, and yet he's just a great head coach under the Pat Riley regime. He really is. He executes his plays perfectly. I thought that he almost won the game for the Heat with his defensive play calls and with the adjustments that they made. There were a lot of times where Batum was throwing the ball away in that fourth quarter, and part of that was because there was I guess you call it a safety, like Jaquez or whatever, just comes in and just slashes the ball away. You know what I mean? So I thought that Spoelstra really had his team ready today and was really, really sharp in that fourth quarter. They just didn't execute down the stretch. And Spoelstra is a guy who, for those of you that don't know, he's the highest paid NBA coach right now. He signed a long-term deal with the Miami Heat, $120 million for the next 8 years, I believe. And he was a guy that was literally just in the film room for the Miami Heat from 1995 to like 2010. And he became the head coach when LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh all teamed up. And he's been a really, really good head coach. One of the best, if not the best, in the NBA. So, but yeah. Baseball, it can get boring because it's way slower than other sports. I love baseball, though. But yeah, thank you, man. But this was electric. It was absolutely electric. Grace is here. All right, let's have Grace come on and join. We're gonna get her on. We'll invite people on to speak. Again, hop on into the Discord. And that's what we'll do. We'll get more and more people. I want more and more people to join the Discord server for sure. Let's charge this iPad before this thing dies. Oh, yeah, 5%. Yeah. So once Grace comes in to join, we'll start talking to her. All right. 1892. And now got a new sub. Yes, sir. So, yeah, let me see if she can join. I'll invite her to speak. Maybe she's away from her phone. I'll do it again. She can totally pick up anytime. Senior JJ was so good tonight from start to finish. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate that very, very much. But, yeah. If you want to come on and join the Discord server and give your takes on everything, please feel free to do so. Here's something that's interesting. The win percentage this season, okay, according to StatMuse, Embiid and Maxey have won 79.5%. Oh, wait, Grace is here. What's up, Grace? How you doing, Grace? What's up? Can you hear me, Grace? Uh-oh, Grace, are you there? I can't hear you. Hello? Let me try to X out because it could be my audio again. Let's do this again. Maybe it was on my audio. I don't know. I want us to get Grace on here. That'd be so cool. This team is only going to get better. It's exciting. I know. I know, man. I absolutely know. Reconnect. Why is this slow? Why is this slow? There we go. Grace, can you hear me? What's up, Grace? You there, Grace? I can't hear you. Your mic's probably muted. I see that my volume's working, so it must be you. Maybe she lost her voice from screaming so much. That's funny. Yeah, you're funny. Yeah, thanks so much for dropping by, Curtis. I appreciate it, man. I do appreciate that. Grace, what's up, Grace? You hear me? What's up, Grace? Can you hear? Oh, you hear me now?
I just don't know what's going on.
Can you hear me now?
I just don't know what's going on.
Oh, now you're echoing. You're echoing now. Oh, boy. Try to like reconnect.
Gordo, stop playing your bullshit. Because it's coming across instead of me. Try to like reconnect. I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay. You have to turn down the video. You have to turn down the video because you're echoing. All right. Hold up one sec. We're gonna get you back in just a second, but I wanna get you on here. You just gotta turn down the echoing. That's all you gotta do. Yep, you can hear her. I could just hear an echo on my end, and it started to get a little bit annoying. I want to hear what she has to say, but I don't like bad sound quality, you know. But when she's ready, I'll have her raise her hand, and then she'll come in to join us. If you guys want to come on in though, and if you guys have something to say about this game, please make sure that you guys come on in, man, because I want to hear your thoughts. The thing that stood out to me that I'll let you know about is that the Sixers, they shot 35% from three. They shot so well in the beginning, and then they just got really, really cold for some reason. But I thought that at the end of the game, they really made timely buckets. And I liked that because sometimes in years past, this team has not made timely buckets. This team has let things slip. So the first thing she said was loud and clear. I know, but she had an echo because it was she had her video on and it was replaying, and that's just really annoying to listen to. I could hear that in the back. I told her that she has to turn that down. Let me see if I can get her back on though again. I will try to get her back on. But yeah, let's see if she joins and if there's any echo this time. Because if there is, I can't have her do it. You know. Maddox and Mailata, man, I know. Absolutely. That's great. Huh. We want grace. We want grace. I just don't want an echo. Oh, she left. Oh, no. Did she really leave? Oh, no. Huh. All right. Well, if anybody else wants to come on here in the near future, please let me know because I am going to go live after every single game. And I want us to get more involved with the Discord community, you know. That's really what I want. I think that would be so cool. I'll try to do it after some more Phillies games as well, but right now we'll just start doing it after Sixers games and that type of stuff. Anything else stand out to you in the chat? Even if you don't want to come on here and speak your opinion to me, write down what you guys think down below. Write down what y'all think down below. Anybody? No more thoughts? That's it? That's it? I thought it was a good game. Great game for all of us basketball. Yeah, I read that. All right, I think that's it. I think we're just going to wrap things up. But we'll be back on Saturday night. We'll do another Sixers post-game show after the game. And I will see you all then. All right? Great win tonight by the Sixers. And now it seems like that the 6th seed is becoming more of a reality. And that's great. So this was much needed tonight. All right? Love you. And I'll catch you on the next one. If we don't get to hear Grace on the Discord, this whole thing was a waste. She didn't come back. She didn't come back in. Give us a preview for the next stream. Yeah. I'll give you a heads up for the next stream. So, Lila Tov. Aw, Lila Tov. Good night, guys. I love you guys. All right, I'll catch you on the next one. Good job.